All right, what's going on, you dirty bitches? Oh no, you dirty motherfucker. Listen, you dirty bitches and dirty motherfuckers. So, another masculine podcast today. Very interesting topic, and I'm here none less than my hooker strangling piece of shit, octopus loving co-host CEO. Say what's up to the people.
Yeah, what's good, people? I'm about to, we should like get together and like have like octopus and shit like that. I'm telling you, it's good.
If you know what, if you want to get monkeypox, then you do what CEO's saying. But anyways, moving on to the topic. So today, CEO, I don't know if you heard about this, but the NBA,
Hmm.
they're not. We can agree they're not very political. I mean, come on. But
Right.
anyway, they decided to make a arrangement, or they decided to not play on election day of, I
Okay.
guess, senators and stuff like that because they
Hmm.
quote unquote don't want to take the calls away from the Democratic Party.
Okay.
And some of the things that they were saying is, the whole, abortion thing, LGBT rights, gun
Hmm.
laws and stuff. Basically
Right.
all the woke shit. And
Hmm.
the question of today, one of the topics of today is, did professional sports sell out its fans for wokeness?
Okay. So you said that the NBA basically said no game because of election day.
Yes, basically, yep.
Okay.
Do not distract from the Democratic Party.
Okay. They said that specifically, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now I don't have an issue with them like giving the players or making it like giving no games on like election day so the players can vote for whoever the fuck they want, right?
Hmm.
I don't have a problem with that specifically, right? Now,
Yes.
if they said like we're going to give you the election day because we want you to vote for Democrats or specifically um promoting like causes and a specific like political party, then I would say that's super fucked up, highly fucked up. So is that what you're telling me?
Well, I mean, they're not. Well, basically, what they're saying is that they don't want to play any games, so they can focus on the Democratic Party because they don't want to distract from the Democratic Party.
They want to say, okay, if they said that specifically, then yeah, I would find that
Well, I
that's
mean,
an issue.
CEO. I mean, it doesn't take that much. We know the NBA is left wing.
Uh-huh.
That's basically it. So basically, them saying they don't want to distract from the Democratic Party is basically saying they want you to focus on the Democratic Party and vote for them. So
I mean, I think first of all, I think the vast majority of players are not going to vote.
no, they're
Right?
talking about the people, not the players.
Oh, the people.
Yes.
Um,
That's why the question is, did they sell their fans out for wokeness?
hmm. Yeah, I mean, they did. I mean, here's the thing. So the NBA, obviously, they have a political agenda, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's been demonstrated throughout the past couple of years.
Proven.
It's proven, right? And they do promote one political side of the aisle. Obviously, I think that they're definitely love more like they want democratic viewers and all that kind of bullshit. So they don't. I think there was a point where they didn't care about like Republican viewers or something. I don't care,
Yeah, they made
but
like a thing at the All Star game saying, basically saying, "Fuck the Republicans."
right, exactly. So I feel like they have sold out their fans, but it's one of those things where who really like. I don't think like a lot of Republicans watch the NBA. You know what I'm saying?
a lot of a lot of
Well,
them
at
did.
least not anymore. At least not
Yes.
anymore. Like I think a good amount of them probably, at least the ones that did, at least the ones that did probably started to leave a couple years ago. So they probably have the demographic they want right now because this is who they have, right? They have people who like the idea of supporting Democrats or political opinions or that kind of bullshit. You have those people, and then you have the people who just don't care, right?
Yeah.
They're apolitical. They don't care about Democrat. They don't care about Republican. They just want to watch the sport, and they'll put up with occasional political messages put out by the NBA.
It's
So,
occasional.
I mean, those people, like they have a good ability to ignore it, right? Those people. So those are the people that just watch the NBA. I don't think the hyper Republican viewers watch the NBA. I don't think that they have that. So they did sell out their audience, but I feel like now more so they probably have um the viewers that they want. So I don't know if right now they're selling out their viewers personally. So
Now, the question was, did sports, so not the NBA, I just use that for an example for the tipping point, but did they
okay.
sell out their fans for wokeness? And I
Yeah,
said,
I
right.
think all across the board. Now the NFL is a different demographic because I do still think a lot of Republican people still watch that sport.
It's decreasing with the bullshit that they're
Yeah,
doing.
it's
But yes,
decreasing, but I still think that they still do exist, right? So they see. Here's the thing: they have throughout the board. If you look at the NBA with Silver, you look at Goodell, you look at Manfred, in the NBA. I even super Republican or super conservative sports like NASCAR are basically quote unquote selling out to wokeness. I have no idea why, because I don't think it's profitable. Because that's generally what the companies do. They'll they'll try to, they don't care. Like a lot of people have to understand something. Like companies don't. Most companies have no morals, right? So the vast majority of companies, all they care about is, yeah, we'll sell out or we'll pick one political side or we'll push propaganda or whatever if it can benefit us financially. So I don't think it's working out the way that they expected that to work out. So I don't know why they're still doing it. So that kind of has me confused. Either they're retarded or something else is going on because I don't think it's
oh, I know
translating into money.
exactly. I know exactly what's going on. Now, you did say something interesting before we get to that, before we get to why and who did it. I want to clarify something. Me and CEO are not left, right, Republican, Democrat. We just don't like the fact that they're pushing one side when we just don't want to talk. We want to focus on the sport itself. We don't want politics in our sports, whether it's right, left, Republican, Democrat, doesn't fucking matter. But I said all that to say is that someone who's not conservative or Democrat, it's getting real fucking annoying when they keep talking about, Joe Biden and that fucking fuck her name, Kabbalah, whatever fuck her name is.
Mm-hmm.
And then even back in 2016 when they were talking about Hillary and they kept showing Hillary, it kind of gets fucking annoying.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, why are you showing this? So I feel like a lot of people like me are gonna probably stop watching the NBA. And to be honest, if I start watching the NBA, I'm done watching basketball because college basketball is irrelevant. But it's getting fucking annoying. So I feel like more people on my side where it's like we're tired of this shit, even though we don't have a specific group. But I mean, I could be wrong about that, even though the NBA viewership is going down. But you said something very interesting. You said, why are they doing it? I honestly believe they're doing it for both reasons, but it could be one or two. Either A, they have dirt on them, aka the people who are making them do this, the politicians or whether because they got dirt on everybody. And number
Mm-hmm.
two, they're just trying to push an agenda.
Mm-hmm.
So once again, female empowerment, homosexualism, aka Carl Nassib, and all this other bullshit. And it's starting to kind of get fucking annoying. It's like, okay, what does this have to do with the sport? What, like, once again, why does I don't know if we talked about this on stream or if we talked about this on a podcast, but why does Carl Nassib have a award at an NFL award show when he's done nothing? He just came out as being gay. Now he has the gay award. You have a gay Super Bowl on Saturday.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, yeah, that was an obvious bullshit move. Like
But
it
that's
was
what they
virtue.
want to do. They want to push it. They
Yeah,
want
it
to
was
push.
virtue signaling. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was the we were trying to, because Carl Nassib is like a backup at best. Like he's not, he's a role player. Like he's not anything special, and that's just who he's always been like that. Like he hasn't ever been like some kind of like premier like people who should only get it players who should only get awards are like Hall of Fame type players. And
Yes, great.
and the majority of them don't even get
Hall of Fame
awards.
coaches.
Right. And the majority of them don't even get awards. It's usually like the best of the best. Like you have the Lombardi trophy, stuff like that. So
I think he's the only one that has a trophy that anybody that recognizes.
right. So giving Carl Nassib a trophy before, I don't know, someone like Tom Brady is ridiculous to me. Like from every
Or even Belichick.
like from any like Carl Nassib is a role player, right? So yeah, it is annoying, but I feel like a lot of people are they definitely I feel like they definitely pulled a little bit back. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's as prominent as it was like a couple years ago. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely think they're starting to peel it back because I think the main reason is companies don't care about women empowerment and they don't give a fuck about LGBT whatever rights. They don't care. Vast majority of people don't give a shit. They just care about what goes on in their daily lives. They don't care about some groups' rights. Most people don't care. They go about their daily lives, and a lot of these executives, they don't give a fuck either. The reason they're doing it is because they think it's profitable, like it's a trend. They think that being woke is like it's going to be profitable. It's proving not to be profitable for them. But I think the initial reason that they're doing this or pushing a specific, and it's not, I wouldn't even call it leftism because it's not really that. It's more,
That's why I said woke.
yeah, it's corporate bullshit. Like it's corporate wokeness. So they sell, like, just look at the military when they did that, like, think it was like commercial where they put people don't like that. Like people find that stupid. Like when the
Oh, you talking about
NFL,
the stupid shit with the female?
yeah,
Yeah.
or when the NFL did the whole we are gay, lesbian, trans, all that. No one cares. No one, like even people who are gay don't give a fuck because they know it's not legitimate. Because when this was a hot button issue, like let's say when gay discrimination, like back in the 90s, right, or something like
Back
way
in the
back
good days.
then, when it was actually when it was actually somewhat of an issue, the NFL didn't say shit about it. The NBA for the most part, these organizations didn't say shit about it like they do now. Like now it's a trend. Now it's any chance they can get to virtue signal they will, but it wasn't as prominent back then. Like back then, they mainly stuck to sports, and maybe they would like dick ride the military a little bit. That was basically mainly what these organizations did. Why? Because back then, most people didn't care about that shit, or the mass majority of people, and it wasn't profitable. Now that they think, okay, times have changed, we're gonna take these issues and make them political for profit. Like that's all this is. It's corporate woke bullshit manufactured to gain more attention and to gain more revenue. Now it is backfiring on them, but that's my hypothesis about what it is.
Has times really fucking changed? First of all, you said no one talked about it back in the 90s. Well, that's because is it really the
Mhm.
job of the NFL,
Yeah.
Major League Baseball, and the NBA to talk about gay discrimination? Is that really
No.
their job?
Here's the thing, right?
No, but just ask, is that really
No,
their
it's
job?
not. It's not their job. Their only job is to. Here's the thing, right? They are the ideally the NFL. I mean, ideally sports leagues only job should be providing you entertainment with the sport that they're providing, right?
Yes.
That is ideally the only thing that they should be selling you, and snacks and beers and bullshit at the game. That's all. That's
Yeah.
ideally all they should be selling you. Now, these leagues will do anything for money, and like they would do anything. And I know that's what companies are made for. But if you look back during that time, they did push, like the NFL pushes causes all the time, like, oh, like they did the military campaigns, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, pro military. Do I think the majority of them give a fuck about the military? No, I don't think that.
This is for
They,
money.
right, it's money. They took military as a cause so they can, look righteous in doing so. And a lot of people support it because oh, we got to support the military. So it's kind of, this is where the gay rights thing happened. Like, a lot of people didn't complain about supporting the military because everyone's like, oh, we should support the military. It's usually a bipartisan thing where most people agree with that. So that's why nobody complained about it. But the NFL were pushing causes like that all the time. Now they, instead of pushing military and all that, they more push LGBT rights. They more push women empowerment, things that honestly most of them have no idea what they're talking about when they're pushing it. And most of these executives, like most of these owners, they're old white 80-year-olds. Like that's usually the demographic of the most sports leagues owners. Do you think honestly they give a fuck about these rights? They don't give a shit about these. Like, if they didn't give a fuck about these issues when they were in their fucking 40s, why would they give a
Yes,
fuck about them when they're 80 years old?
yeah, they really fucking don't. And
They
then
don't.
also,
Roger Goodell is like the whitest man on earth. Do you think he cares about Black Lives Matter? No, he doesn't give a fuck about that.
well, I mean, he is a Democrat, so but
Right.
I honestly believe he doesn't give a fuck.
No, he doesn't. Like, most people don't give a fuck about these issues unless you are a part of the group or know someone or are deeply invested in the issue. And these leagues are not deeply invested in the issue. Okay, because if they were, like, listen, we had Pride. When was Pride Month? In June?
Yeah, I think it's June. Yeah, June. Yep.
All right, so we had Pride Month in June. Like, all right, Pride Month. Um, okay, we have it for a month. Everything's rainbow. Everything's gay. And then the next month,
Everything's fucking horrible.
we switched to a different thing. Like, before Pride Month, it was all about Ukraine, the Ukraine issue. Like,
Yeah.
everybody was talking about Ukraine. The moment Pride Month hit, switch from Ukraine to Pride Month. The moment Pride Month ended, switch from Pride Month to a different issue. Like,
Roe
these
v.
are
Wade. Roe v. Wade.
Roe v. Wade or whatever the trending issue is. That's what they want to promote. They're doing it for profit. It's sick. No, even if you support LGBT rights, if you support women empowerment, you shouldn't ever trust any corporation who's pushing it, because you know damn well that they don't give a fuck about it. If they gave a fuck about Black Lives Matter or whatever, what kind of actionable changes are they doing? A lot of these people are like, yeah, we should do this and that, but they never do anything themselves. Roger Goodell doesn't say like, oh, I care about Black Lives Matter so much that I'm stepping down from my position. I'm going to give my position to a black man or a black woman or whatever. He does. None of them will do that because they don't give a fuck about it. They just want to
Matter of fact,
benefit.
can I just talk about something?
Yeah, go
Female
ahead.
empowerment.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because this is very interesting. Or matter of fact, let's just talk about female victimhood. So,
Okay.
Serena Williams just retired from tennis, and she came out with a very cucky statement saying, "quote if I was a man, if I was Tom Brady, I'll be able to keep playing the sport and not take
Right.
care of the kids, take care of my kids because my wife will be doing it." I'm like, bitch, you got pregnant in like 2016.
Mm-hmm.
Who's been taking care of the kids for the last like 5 years? You've been playing. You can keep playing.
The
It's just
nanny.
no, you're
The nanny, probably.
the nanny, her husband, whoever, and fucking like you've been playing for like 5 years since your kid's been born. No one's stopping you from playing. Number two,
Mm-hmm.
you're not playing because you suck. You get your ass whooped by that fucking other Asian bitch, fucking Naomi Osaka, whatever the fuck her name is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're just washed up. Why are you fucking trying to virtue signal saying, "Oh, it's harder for women to play sports than it is for men," which is not true at all.
All right. Right. Again, and here's the thing, right? She's using this issue for and a lot of celebrities do this because they want, instead of finance, like what a company does, they push these issues for monetary purposes. The majority of the celebrities push this issue for basically they want to feel like good people, right? Like they either want to feel like good people or um they use it as some kind of crutch, right? So Serena Williams, like a few years ago, she like a judge or whatever, the tennis person, that referee or whatever, ejected her from the game or something like that,
Oh no, so the
or gave her a
judge
penalty or
was
something.
yeah. So the judge, I remember that. I actually was watching that match because one of my cousins is a big tennis fan.
Hmm.
Uh, she was getting her ass whooped by no. Now this is from coming from my perspective. She was getting her ass whooped by Naomi Osaka,
Okay.
and I think this is like right after she came out of pregnancy. So she was getting her ass whooped by Naomi Osaka, and I guess she started complaining about the judge saying, "Oh, you're attacking me because I'm a woman."
Right.
And there's nothing like that. She kept going on and on. She broke her tennis racket, which is not legal in the game, and he eliminated her from the match because she was
Oh,
going on and on about it.
right. So she's using her womanhood as a crutch to avoid her responsibility in the situation.
Yes.
So basically, this she has. Well, what Serena Williams suffers from is not. She doesn't want to be accountable for her fucking actions.
Oh, a
So,
woman not want to be accountable ain't that shocking. Go ahead.
so she doesn't want to be accountable for what the judge said. So she uses the woman card. She doesn't want to be. She doesn't want to face the reality that she's washed, right?
Yep.
She's washed. So what does she move to? Oh, woman victimhood, woman status. And if she didn't use that, she would probably use the black card. Let's be honest.
Yeah, facts.
So it's one of those things where Serena Williams is just an entitled and spoiled individual. She's not a victim. All right, she makes a shit ton of money. All right, she's just old and washed in her sport, and that happens to everyone. So I don't know why she's complaining about it. About Tom, she's about Tom. She mentioned Tom Brady or something.
Yeah, she said if I could be like Tom Brady playing in my sport until he's 45 now, but she has
Yeah,
to
and I
take care.
think when she got like she mentioned another man too when she got ejected from that game. So she keeps referencing
No,
men
no,
and
no, no,
how
no, no. When she retired, she mentioned Tom Brady, saying she wants to play longer like Tom Brady can, but he has the privilege of being a man. The ejection thing, I don't remember her mentioning a man. She basically said if she was a man, he wouldn't be calling like these like fouls on her, some shit like that.
all right, okay. First of all, I mean, yeah, the point you're making. First of all, yeah, she had her kid a while ago, and she probably has a like nannies and shit
Yeah,
that take care of the kid. So you're right in your original assessment as to why does she care or why is she making the statement. If it makes no sense, she probably wasn't. She was still playing when her kid was born.
for 5 years. Yeah,
Right. So, yeah, that also doesn't make sense. But at the same time,
and also she was on the Olympic team too with her fucking sister. So it's like you're traveling the world. It's like who like what are you fucking bitching about?
right. But yeah, and you also have to take into account that a lot of these women, and it's a trend in society, like people like Serena Williams, they think that like being a woman or being is some kind of like issue, like being like having, it's not fair that men don't get to have kid, like it's, you know how some women see birth as like a blessing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they see it as a hindrance. So basically, like these females think that, oh, it's not fair that men can like fuck and not give birth, but we have to give birth and we have to take care of the baby. So they see it as a chore. You know what I'm saying?
Well, bitch, if you didn't want the kid,
Right.
number one, you can have that fucking small dick white boy that you fucking marry because you think black men are dogs. So I'm not gonna go down that road. You could have had him put on a fucking condom. B, you could have fucking got rid of it because Serena is most likely a Democrat. Just fucking kill the kid. That's your motto, and
I'm
that's your fault.
right, but that's what it gets to a bigger cultural issue where back before people saw like the responsibilities of women, like bearing children is one of those big things that has always been like part of the feminine, right? Like having a child, giving birth, taking care of the child has always been a big thing for women throughout history.
I agree, but here's the thing though: why are you bitching about it? You have to retire. No, she doesn't have to retire. She doesn't have to fucking retire. She has enough money to have nannies, or whoever take care of her, and she has a fucking husband. Number two, if that's the case, say like she wants to retire, take care of her kids. That's the bed you made when you decided to lay down for that fucking white boy. Let him come inside you and give birth. There's no one else to blame besides you. So that's the consequence. Why are you bitching about it? You made your bed, now fucking lying and go and sleep.
Right. I mean, yeah, I totally agree with you. It's just that I'm pointing to a bigger issue in society, and I'm also pointing to the fact that Serena Williams just likes to bitch and complain for the most part.
Agreed.
So, like, anytime she bitches or complains, I just ignore her. She's entitled. That's why I say.
Well, but once again, she's just a small. She's just a small part in like why is the professional sports sell us out for wokeness? It's like the commissioners sold us out doing all this shit. Now the athletes are coming out saying, "Oh, I have mental illness. Oh, if Serena Williams, if I was a man, I'll be able to do this." LeBron James, enough said about him. Russell Wilson with the WNBA and fucking Dwayne Wade fucking wanted his son's name to be changed to Zaya. I don't know if you heard about that or whatever he wants his name to be.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what is like, why? Like, can you guys just focus on your sports, please?
I mean, I wish people would focus on sports, but
like it gets annoying. Like I'm getting pissed off. Just fucking every time. It's like, what political? It gets annoying. It's like really getting under my skin. I was able to ignore it, but it's really starting to piss me off. And I watch a sport like UFC. It's just about UFC. I watch college football. It's about college football. It's like, wow, I'm settling for this when I can have all this with the UFC and college football and stuff. It's like, why the fuck would I want to watch professional sports?
I mean, yeah, I agree. I mean, the UFC does a good job in not pushing political bullshit for the most part. And it's mainly about the sport. That's why I actually, more than any sport, I actually watch UFC more now.
Yeah, I'm actually starting to kind of get into UFC or even boxing. Boxing's not fucking political. It feels like a breath of fresh air when I watch those sports to the other sports that, let's just be for real, baseball, basketball, football. We grew up on those fucking sports.
Yeah.
Let's just be for real. We grew up on those sports, and it's like to see them selling out for this wokeness is just it's like why? Was like
I mean, it will change only because it's not profitable. So eventually they are going to stop doing that because they're going to come to the realization that being woke for profit is a horrible business model.
But here's the thing, though. They've been, specifically the NBA, but just all these sports leagues has been woke for about fucking 2016 when the whole, I mean, me personally, I believe the Kaepernick shit really skyrocketed. I mean, you can make other points, the Ray Rice incident or whatever. But the whole Kaepernick shit happened. So they've been doing this for 6 years and been losing profit, and they keep doing it. Okay. At this point, I honestly just believe they're just trying to push an agenda.
The reason I don't go as far as to say like they're pushing a specific agenda is only because, I mean, they are pushing an agenda, but not in the way that, like the whole NFL and the owners, for example, I'm using the NFL, and the owners and the commissioner, they all are pushing LGBT. They're all pushing all these woke things because they want they want it. I don't think they do want it. I think they're either doing.
So why are you pushing it?
That's the thing. That's why my original hypothesis was that they are doing it for profit. I think the NFL more so than profit. I think that's the NBA's model more, but I feel like in the NFL, like you said, with the whole Colin Kaepernick situation, the whole players and the whole, like, the media was working with the players in order to like force the league into more action with the whole Kaepernick situation. So you have the woke media, because I think the woke media is actually a lot more responsible in influencing or pushing these leagues to do a lot of these dumbass things. All right.
Yeah.
So here comes a guy like Colin Kaepernick, who's a fucking grifter and honestly and a disingenuous motherfucker who doesn't believe what he believes. He's a clown. All right. So this guy comes along, right? He sucks balls now. He's washed. Right. He got benched for Blaine Gabbert, and then all of a sudden decided to take a knee, probably because he was going to get cut or something. All right. So this is what he did. And then everyone saw it. They were like, "Oh, how brave, how righteous of Colin Kaepernick," and the media was just blowing it up. And they were, the media is the problem for the most part in a lot of these situations because they propagate the issue. They made Colin Kaepernick into a martyr figure. They help influence naive people into believing that Kaepernick was actually righteous and brave in what he was doing, and he had a great cause and whatever. Like this is why a lot of these factors are the reason that these sports leagues are doing dumb shit. Like the NFL specifically, I don't think in the NFL their model, unlike the NBA, I don't think their model was we're going to be woke for profit. I think that's more of the NBA, but I think that they are more influenced by the media, by the players who speak out.
But
And
once again, it doesn't matter if the media and the players are speaking out. You need to bitch slap those fucking stupid, retarded players. You need to bitch slap the stupid, retarded media and say, no, bitch, this doesn't make fucking money. We're not fucking doing it. And here's my fucking question. When this and this goes back to the point, the whole Colin Kaepernick shit was the starting point. Why didn't you guys fire Goodell? Why did you guys extend him for another 10 fucking years when you can see he's not the fucking guy? He's not a leader. Get him the fuck out of there. Why would you extend him for another 10 fucking years?
Listen,
so that's why I honestly believe they're just pushing an agenda. Like they have to. Because why would you keep a guy who has his balls fucking shipped off?
Right. Listen, Goodell's an employee of the bosses. Right.
But that's my point, though. Right. Fire them.
Get rid of him. Here's the thing.
Shoot him and throw him in the fucking woods. He's horrible.
Here's the thing. One franchise did try during the whole Colin Kaepernick situation. They did try to basically tell their players, "You're not going to do any dumb shit. We're going to put you in line." That was the Cowboys with Jerry Jones, right?
Yes.
He did that. Dak didn't bend the knee. The players didn't bend the knee for the most part. I think one did, and I think he's gone or something. But
I don't remember.
Jerry Jones tried. Like he did have a conversation.
That's 1 out of 32, though. That's 1 out of 32.
No, right, but he made sure his team was in line. That's what I'm saying. Like he did try, and he did try to fire Goodell. But that's one owner though.
But that's 1 out of you just said a few minutes ago that all these I agree with you. All these fucking owners are like in their like fucking 80s. Yeah. They don't give a fuck about LGBT and feminism, BLM and shit. So fire Goodell. Why is it one owner should be fucking 20 or 25?
Right. Here's the thing. Goodell is the person who puts the face with the bullshit, right? So the owners hire Goodell so they can put him. Basically, Goodell is there to get blamed, right? For the most part. So he gives these he's like, oh, we're doing this, we're doing that. He's just talking. He's an employee of the NFL owners, right? So he'll do what they want. Basically, he'll do what they want. So the NFL owners, being old ass white dudes, like, how are they supposed to handle the issue regarding black and police violence? How the fuck? Most of these motherfuckers have no idea what the fuck that is, like what it is.
Here's the thing: it's not their job to.
It's not. But it's not. They shouldn't care about it, but they're so chicken shit afraid that they can't be like, listen, we're gonna put a hard stop to this. We're gonna focus on the product, and we're just not gonna do this because these owners are afraid of the fucking media.
All right, so at that point, CEO, you're basically saying it's not an agenda. Even me personally, I believe it's an agenda, but I can get what you're saying, that they're too scared of the media. Then that means they're not fucking good. These owners and Goodell included are not good leaders.
No, they're not. I mean, no, they're not. Because just because you're rich or a billionaire doesn't mean you're a good leader. I mean, it doesn't automatically mean you're like the best leader in the room.
Or a good business person, because once again, it's been happening since 2016. It's 2022, and it's gotten worse throughout the whole fucking years. You
Listen,
should
all
be
right,
fucking. You need to get rid of it. It's not working.
because let's break this down, right? Let's say you're a 70, 80-year-old owner of a franchise, right?
Yeah,
You're white because that's the majority of them are white.
yeah,
You don't know shit about black. The only time you see black people is the people you hire on your team.
yeah,
One, you grew up in a middle class home and you became a billionaire, or you've been rich your whole life, right?
yep.
You have no idea, like these issues, like they don't give a fuck about what happens to like black people in inner cities. They don't give a fuck, right?
Yeah, it's not
So
their job to.
right, it's not their job to, but they don't give a fuck, right? So
Yeah,
they're there, they're old as shit. They can't relate to what the fuck is going on, so they hire quote unquote advisors, right?
yeah,
People that are younger than them who have no shit idea, because you have an old person, then you have a younger person who thinks that okay, so the younger person tells the owner, hey, listen, the best way to handle this is uh here we're gonna do this, donate money to these organizations, we're gonna
yeah,
bend the knee, we're gonna do this. So like they literally hire advisors who know quote unquote more than they do, right? They don't, but they hire these advisors because, like you said, you're 80-year-old billionaire. You can't relate to these motherfuckers, and you basically just do what they tell you because you don't want the heat from the media. Yeah, they're chicken shit scared of the fucking media. They don't want to be called racist. They don't want to be labeled as the billionaire oppressing all these black people. Like, this is what, because I don't think there's like an overarching agenda from these rich white people in terms of like, oh, what's the point of pushing Black Lives Matter if you're an 80-year-old white billionaire? What the fuck is the point of that?
but here's the
Right?
thing, Theo. Even if they do have these advisors telling them you should cuck to them. I know they might not know anything about black people, but they know shit about money. And they look at the fucking stocks and the ratings are going down. They're gonna say, fuck these advisors. They're wrong. Let me stop this shit myself because I'm the owner and I'm paying everybody.
Right.
And when I have an idiot at commissioner,
Mm-hmm.
you need to fire him. He's not good for business. And that begs my question. If it's not good for business, why are you
Right.
doing it? There has to be a bigger part. And I honestly believe it's an agenda. Whether the owners like it or not, they're going along with the agenda.
Yeah, they're going on. I think
They're going along with it.
right. I think they're going along with it, but I don't think that they're like they want. Like I don't think they're responsible. Like they're the reason it's happening, right? They are going along with it, though. I do agree with that, but I don't.
And let's just get to the next question. Who's to blame for this? And I feel like that's what we're going into. Honestly,
Okay,
well, actually, you go ahead. Who's to blame for it? Because I actually have a long answer.
okay, I blame. Okay, I blame. I'm gonna be honest. I blame mostly the media for this.
Now, what do you mean by the media?
Hmm?
Now, what do you mean by the media? What media?
I'm talking about, and I'm talking about legacy media. Like I'm talking about ESPN. I'm talking about CNN. I'm talking about these kind of news organizations.
Are you
Like
going like political, sports, the whole
right,
nine?
all of them. Like fucking like websites. I'm blaming like these media organizations are responsible for communicating information from the organizations to the viewers, right?
Yeah.
They are the middlemen and they are the ones skewing the reality. That they're the ones that basically are forming the narratives. They're the one that hire dumbasses like Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless to speak absolutely rubbish and influence 14-year-old boys watching their shitty show. I mean,
Yeah.
these are the people that are influencing the culture. These are the people that are influencing the viewers that are forming these narratives. These in the media is is the cancer. Like that is the majority. I'm not talking about independent creators on YouTube. That's different because I don't. They influence their individual base. But when we're talking about organizations like ESPN, Fox News Sport, like FS1, these people hire people like Stephen A. Smith, like fucking what's that clown's name, Max Kellerman.
Oh God.
These Nick Wright, Colin Cowherd, all these clowns they put there to basically form the narratives on players. Where do you think the vast majority of the shitty ass narratives come when we talk about players? They come from the mouth of people like Colin Cowherd. They come from the mouth of people like Skip Bayless. These are the majority opinions that we get from players. That's the same thing when it comes to issues in the sports leagues. You have people like dumbass, what's that bitch's name?
Molly Karam.
No, not Molly Karam. The Jamel Hill.
Oh God.
You have people like that talking to the audience. You have these kids, teens watching sports. These are the people that are relaying the information. These are the people that are omitting facts and putting in their personal preferences in the news.
With ESPN. Oh my God.
Right, like these are the people that are pushing the narratives. That's what I'm saying. They are the cancer more than anything. Because let me tell you something. Colin Kaepernick could have bent the knee all he wants. If the media wasn't propagating the narrative, no one would give a fuck. He could have bent the knee all season. There was Marshawn Lynch didn't stand up for the national anthem for years. No one gave a fuck.
But once again, that goes back to my point. I honestly believe they're trying to push an agenda.
Yeah, the media. I definitely do think the media is pushing an agenda.
Now, you put the blame on the media.
Yes.
I put the blame on the owners.
Okay.
I put the blame on the owners because at the end of the day, they're the ones who have the power because they have the fucking money. And if they come out, if all the owners let's just be for real. I honestly believe all these owners, whether it's baseball, football, basketball, for the majority of them, they agree. Hell, even Michael Jordan, I honestly believe they're all fucking like, this shit is bullshit. It's not working. If they all came out on a fucking big ass panel and said, players, media, shut the fuck up. I don't care about your BLM. I don't care about your feminism. I don't care about your LGBT. I don't care about any of this shit. You play ball. You get paid millions of dollars to do it. Shut the fuck up. Whatever you want to do off the field, that's your business. But when you're on my field, when you're on my baseball diamond, when you're on my fucking court, you shut up and you play ball. AKA shut up and dribble. I know that might be controversial, but at the end of the fucking day, it's not working. The commissioners, the media has no power. If they put their foot down with the players, ain't going to do shit. The players want their fucking money. I don't give a fuck how big and rebellious LeBron is or Kaepernick is. Well, not Kaepernick because he was washed anyways. Fucking, I don't fucking know, Steph Curry or fucking whoever wants to be fucking woke. When it comes down to it, said, okay, well, LeBron, we're not going to fucking pay you. Or someone like that, like that's going to take a big chunk out of his paycheck, and he's going to really shut the fuck up.
Right.
I blame the fucking owners. You have the power. And if you're like, listen, Goodell and Adam Silver, Rob Manfred, if you can't get along, we're going to fire your ass or we're going to wait till your contract's up, kick you to the curb and replace somebody who's on our fucking programming. And then if that happens, everybody is in line in these sports leagues. What is the media going to talk about?
The media,
we're going to be like,
the media will never get in line, right? That the players can. So if you want to have that, the majority of the players will. If you want to have that like conversation, the one you just had, right?
Yeah.
You have to have a meeting with the owners and the players.
Yeah, I agree. But here's the thing:
the media can't be there because what the media is going to do.
Even if the media doesn't get aligned, people are going to stop. No one watches FS1 no more. No one watches First Take anymore. ESPN's ratings are going down. So clearly the people are not liking it. The owners can be like, well, motherfuckers, if you want to get on your program, you can stay there with your low ratings, and we're going to keep doing what we're doing because our players are in line. Our commissioners are in fucking line. So you keep doing what you're doing. We're going to keep doing what we're doing. And honestly, if I'm the NFL, I get a commissioner, I pull my shit from ESPN. Fuck ESPN. I'll pull my shit or wait till my contract runs out.
Yeah, the only way you can, I guess, put them in line, right?
Yeah.
Per se is to pull out their licensing rights.
Hurt their pockets.
Basically say we're cutting ties with you. You're not gonna we're gonna give it to a different network.
And I promise you, the commissioner or the owner of ESPN would say, "Okay, enough with this woke shit." I promise you that would happen.
Yeah, but that would take 32 owners with balls.
Well, CEO, all these owners, we can agree, probably the majority, maybe there's like 1-2 Democrat owners, we don't fucking know. But the majority of these fucking owners don't agree with this shit.
No, they don't.
They have the power because they're paying the players. They're paying
they're the fucking billionaires.
That's my point. They have the media has no power. Like they really fucking they can sit here and push the agenda, yeah, but they have no power because at the end they've all 32 owners said we're done with ESPN, we're pulling our fucking contract.
Yeah,
ESPN's already had low ratings because of the media, and they fucking have, and if they're gonna lose even more money, while the NFL Monday Night Football.
Yeah, you make a good
fucking line.
Yeah, you make a good point because I feel like the NFL, like the players, can call up like the president of ESPN. I mean, not the players. The owners can call up the president of ESPN.
I'm talking about all the owners, just not
right.
the NBA, Major League Baseball.
Right, because the owners could call up the president of ESPN and be like, "You better cut this shit out."
The president himself.
Yeah, you better cut this shit the fuck out, right? Like you can.
Yeah,
that makes. Yeah, they could. Yeah, because they are the owners. They do probably have his number. Like they can call his ass up and tell him, "You better cut this shit out."
And not only that, even if they don't want to get their hands dirty, they can fire Goodell and hire somebody like a David Stern and say, call up the fucking commissioner, tell him to stop it, or we're gonna pull the ratings are already going down. They need us, we don't need them. You can put Monday Night Football on anything. You can put it on fucking Nickelodeon and still gonna get fucking ratings.
Mm-hmm.
Like they don't need ESPN. ESPN needs them. And so you're gonna lose billions of dollars because the NFL makes 20 to 15 billions of dollars. Some of it is probably the majority ESPN. We're going to pull that shit. Not only that, your ratings are going down because your stupid employees, a.k.a. the media. The president's going to be like, send this memo, stop with the woke shit, keep talking about basketball, keep talking about baseball, keep talking about football. End of discussion.
Yeah, I feel like the only way that's not happening is probably because there could be a situation where the owners have mixed feelings about the situation, right?
Bullshit.
That's the only way. That means that they're in disagreement about the issues. That's the only way. Because if you have a majority of the owners in agreement that this is bullshit, right? They should. I think by now they should have done. They should have done something.
Right? Once again, this goes back to my point, and I'm going to get to your point. But this goes back to my point. There's probably a bigger agenda, whether they agree with it or not, that they have to push it. They have to push it. They have to just step down the line and have to push it. That's why I think there's an agenda to it.
Okay, so you think
get back to your point, get back to your point. CEO, you even said it yourself. I said they're fucking 80-year-old white men,
right?
Conservative that you like. I'm pretty sure the majority, maybe even the 90%, 90% have to say this is bullshit. And even if CEO say like there's even a mix, right? What do billionaires love to do? Make money. What they're doing right now is not making money. So even if there's a mix into it, they all have to agree this shit's not making money. We need to.
So, in your opinion, what? Because so we can both agree that billionaires like to make money, right?
Yes.
Everybody knows. Right now, what's happening right now is actually losing the money, and it's been losing the money for a few years now.
Yep.
So there's absolutely no reason why. There's no logical reason why they should be continuing with it, right?
No logical or no finance reason.
Okay, so who do you think is pulling the strings?
You want to be honest with you?
Yeah.
The Democratic Party.
Okay. But, okay. All right, but the Democratic Party, like, who runs, like, who's... The people who run the Democratic Party are billionaires.
Yep.
Right? I mean, for the most part, they're the people who fund that shit, right?
Yep.
So, because now Nancy, like these leaders in the Democratic Party, like Nancy Pelosi, they take orders from the billionaires who fund their campaigns. So, this is why it's so like perplexing because the NFL owners are billionaires, right?
Yep.
So in reality, they should hold the final power because they're the ones with the most power. Like they're the ones that fund everything.
See, here's the thing, though. They're billionaires, but at the end, other billionaires are more powerful than other billionaires. That's just a fact.
Okay, so you think there's so you basically think that there's a hierarchy of billionaires and
absolutely there's a hierarchy in everything. See, yo, if I'm worth $1 million and you're worth $2 million, you're a higher power than me. If I'm worth $5 million, you're worth $3 million. I'm a higher power than you. That's just a fact. I honestly believe the Democratic Party has some dirt on the NFL, some dirt on Goodell and Adam Silver that they go along with it. Because there's no logical reason
Yeah, there isn't. There really
shit 6 fucking years and it's you're losing money and it's not working. No one fucking believes you. So why do you keep doing it? Something's not making sense to me.
Yeah, because the only reason would be some of them believe that bullshit. And I find that hard to believe that.
Yeah, it's not realistic because
I found that really hard to believe that.
If they honestly believed it, wouldn't you think they would be out there kneeling with the fucking players? Wouldn't you see Jerry Jones and fucking, I don't know, Mark Cuban and fucking what's his asshole's name, Robert Kraft out there? Yeah, Black Lives Matter, man, protested and shit.
Right, but we can't agree that compared to like 2 years ago, like the political messaging has been decreased a little bit. It has been decreasing.
Okay, it's been decreasing, but it's 2024 is going to pick back up, and we're going to start right all over again.
Yeah, now, yeah, it is. I agree with you. I agree with you on that.
Happened in 2020. It's
I agree with you on that. Then 2024, you're going to have a lot of athletes come out talking about how you shouldn't vote for Trump and shit. Yeah, I agree with you on that because you know that shit's going to happen.
And it's gonna start over again. Something's gonna happen. Oh my god, we need a protest. We need to do. And that's my point. Is that why are you? It might be. This is temporary relief, but it's gonna come back even stronger, and they're gonna keep pushing their fucking narratives. You're gonna have more Serena Williams. You're gonna fucking have Megan Rapinoe saying, if I wasn't a woman, I'll be able to play soccer like Messi and shit like that. It's just gonna getting fucking annoying. And I blame these owners for not putting their fucking foot down. You have the power. Now,
you know what? I agree. I think I came around to your camp because everyone, like the billionaires are the final, like they are the final power.
Unless the billionaires, and this goes back to my other point, they're being told by the Democratic Party, listen, we can fucking take your team away from you, take your money away from you by putting this, that, and the third. Because these billionaires have fucking dirt on them too. They just don't. It doesn't get talked about because they're billionaires.
Okay.
But the Democratic Party, maybe even the Republican Party, who fucking knows?
No, I mean,
listen, we got dirt on you. You get along with this agenda. If not, we'll ruin your fucking career. Prime example, Jerry Richardson. Or fucking what's his name? What's this asshole's name? Dan Snyder.
Yeah, because you know a lot of these billionaires are weird people. Like they probably have a shit ton of dirt on them.
Yeah, so that's why I believe there's a hierarchy of it in the Democratic Party specifically, maybe even the Republican, because I always say it's two horns on the same devil. But they're saying, listen, we want to push this agenda, you're gonna fucking push it. And if you don't, we're gonna open up your file, ruin your fucking shit, and we're gonna get somebody to replace you right down with our agenda.
Yeah, I kind of that makes sense because that'd be the only reason.
Because once again, just going back to the point, it makes money makes the world go around. That's the big saying. And billionaires love that shit. And everybody loves money. Now, do I put money on a pedestal? Hell no. I put God on a pedestal. But everybody loves to make money. Why are you doing something that doesn't make fucking money?
No, yeah, I'm starting to. Yeah, I kind of agree with that because, yeah, it makes no sense. And on top of that, just look at the whole, like, billionaires be doing weird shit
absolutely.
Because you look at the whole. Remember that whole Jeffrey Epstein shit?
Yeah,
the pedo. Yeah, like a bunch of billionaires or a bunch of influential motherfuckers went to the island to screw kids, and we never figured out who it was because they killed them.
Yeah.
And this is what we're talking about. Like all these people have a shit ton of dirt on them. So that's a pretty good theory because there's no other way. Like there's no other way you can control a billionaire unless you have a shit ton of dirt on them.
Yeah, that's why, because that's why I blame, even if you want to take it, I can blame the Democratic Party if you want to blame it. if you want to blame it on them. But I don't blame the players. I don't blame them because they're all fucking puppets. They're minuscule. They're honestly fucking Jamel Hill's minuscule. Like when ESPN suspended her ass because she worships money. Once again, I worship God. She worships fucking money for some reason. When they took away her fucking, when they suspended her, they were like, she shut up real fucking quick. Shut up real fucking quick. So they have the power. They just don't fucking use it.
And who runs these organizations? Billionaires.
Yeah, so that's why I blame them. Like, I don't blame LeBron.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
LeBron James is a fucking, when China cucked this bitch ass out, he went on fucking, he went on talking about, support China, I love China. He looked like a fucking bitch.
Right, because Nike controls basically LeBron, so.
Yeah, and Nike gets controlled by China.
Right, so.
Shit. Once again, CEO, Nike's $1 billion corporation. They're getting cut by another $1 billion entity.
Yeah, so.
There's hierarchies.
All right, so basically, the billionaires are bitches. This is the conclusion?
Yeah, they're fucking bitches, and I blame them.
So it'd be funny because would the hierarchy go who has the most money?
Duh, nigga. What the? That's how society works. That's how everything works.
Okay,
bro.
so would that make Elon Musk the top dog?
What do you mean? You have to give me a scenario.
No, like would that mean that? Because, for example, like the richest man is Elon, right?
Yeah.
So would that means he would have the most power, right?
Whoa, hold up, time out. He's the richest one that we know of.
Oh, okay, so you're basically you probably think that there's like underground super rich people that we know nothing about.
Absolutely. Okay.
You'll be a fool not to. He's the richest public person we know.
Absolutely, yeah. He's the richest. He's another face.
But you think there are richer people, but they're underground.
But the fucking federal banks come up to Elon Musk and say, "Listen, Eli, we're tired of your bullshit. Stop doing this, or we're going to tax the shit out of you." He's going to stop doing what he's doing. That's just a fact. If anything, the banks fucking run the system because the banks, they can do whatever the fuck they want. The federal banks.
Yeah, I would love to see who's like the main person, like who's like the cabal leader or some shit. That'd be hilarious. Like because it has to be someone.
I don't think it's someone. I think it's a group of people, a group of elect people.
Okay, so you think it's like a committee?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not saying like Jonah for Illuminati confirmed or some shit like that. Even though I do believe in that stuff too, but I honestly believe I think it's the federal bank. They control the money. I'm not trying to say the name of it because I want to put this out on YouTube, but they control the fucking bank. Whoever is in control of the banks controls the money. That's just a fact. Or you think that's how they give Elon Musk his money? That's how they give Jerry Jones his fucking money. And if they don't like what they're doing, they can take their money away just like that.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's hard. I mean, we're just theorizing here. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to figure out exactly what the hell's going on. But
yeah, once again, this is all alleged. This is just my opinion.
Yeah, we're just theorizing. But if people in the comments want to give their own theories, that'd be a good idea. So definitely write your theory down in the comment section, by the way. Because we can't think of anything else.
Yeah. But, so, we kind of talked about both topics, but it's off the fly. Now, CEO, kind of come up with a topic. I don't know what you want to talk about, man. Or matter of fact, wait, do you have a topic that you want to talk about?
God damn, I actually did have a topic, but it escaped my mind.
If you think about it, but let's talk about football season's coming along. How do you think your Ravens are going to do?
I think they're going to do great.
Really?
Yeah. I think they're going to get to the playoffs per usual, and I mean, I think they're going to get to the playoffs. I think they're probably going to get to the. I'm seeing, they can either get to the divisional or the championship game.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I'm not saying they're going to win it, but I definitely do think they're going to get to the divisional or the championship game.
Now, this is a big year for Lamar Jackson.
Right.
So, Where do you see now? Where do you see if Lamar Jackson, if he has a phenomenal year, we can assume he's gonna get the fucking bag.
Yeah, he is. If
What
not,
happens if he has? What happens if he gets injured again or has a mediocre season? Where do you see Lamar going? Where do you see the Ravens going?
either he would have to take like a reduced deal,
Yeah.
or he would probably have to get. He would have to go to a different team that are probably going to pay him market price.
So, how would you feel right now, 2022 or 2023? Lamar has a mediocre year. Do you want to get rid of him, or would you be okay with getting rid of him, or what's your opinion?
No, I mean mediocre. What do you mean, like mediocre? Do you mean just like miss the playoffs?
Missed the playoffs, and he has 25 touchdowns, 17 interceptions, multiple injuries throughout the season, very inconsistent.
If he has that, that's a pretty shitty ass season. But if he has that, then yeah. I mean, the Ravens have some kind of um they they have to have some kind of worries about Lamar because they haven't paid him yet.
I told you this last year when we were on Michael's channel.
Mm.
Listen, Lamar. Listen, I like Lamar. I really fucking do. I think he's honestly behind. I think he's a cool dude behind the scenes, but this running shit does not work, and he has a good arm, but it's not a sustainable arm. His ball floats way too much, and it's just he needs to learn. And honestly, the injuries are starting to catch up to him now.
I mean, I wouldn't say the injuries are starting to catch up to him. He really hasn't gotten injured apart from last year.
Didn't he have a concussion in 2020 season or whatever? Like get fucked up in that Bills game?
Yeah, but he came back right in the no he yeah, but it wasn't something like when I count injuries, I count injuries like you're out for games. Like he could have came back. That's the difference. Like he for injury prone, I wouldn't say that.
I didn't say injury prone. I said the injuries are. I feel like the injuries are going to start coming because he's a running quarterback.
He would have to have another injuries for me to say that because for right now he only had one injury, so he would have to have another one for me to say okay now they're starting to add up.
Listen, man, I like Lamar. I do, but Vic, RG3, Cam Newton, there's a history.
I mean, there is a history with that particular type of quarterback. Now, Lamar, he's not a bad passer. Like all this thing that he can't throw is bullshit.
I never say he couldn't throw. I just
No, I'm talking about the narrative, like the general narrative.
He needs to work on it a lot, though.
The general narrative is, oh, he can't throw, he can't like that's such a dumbass narrative.
Or
now
fact,
he's an above average passer. He's an above average passer.
A little above average, maybe. I'm sorry, a guy who can't really throw outside the numbers unless they're wide open. He's usually an inside guy.
Yeah, but I mean, there was a stat I forgot about the stat because there was a stat about his outside numbers. I think was a good stat, but I forgot what it was. Let's see, Lamar Jackson, because I knew. Let me see. I knew there was a good because there was a stat about him throwing outside the numbers I want to touch on.
I have no idea.
Because I think he did his percentage outside the numbers was actually pretty good.
Was it this year, last year, 2019?
Yeah, it was. I think it was. I think it's his community, like it was his career overall that was good throwing outside the numbers. But here's the thing with Lamar. He gets Lamar is. I think he's an above average passer. That's where I would put him.
Oh, that's fair.
He's an above average passer, and he's an elite athlete.
Agreed.
So that combination kind of combined because he makes him look really good. No. Now, I do think the narrative on Lamar is overblown to a degree. I think that people who worry about him because of the prototype. Like you at the history, like there is like if you look at like Cam, RG3, Michael Vick, those are the closest comps, right? So those are the closest comparisons. So I do think that people have like I understand why they're worrying because I don't think there is I don't think there has been a that I can recall a quarterback with Lamar's skill set that has been widely successful in the NFL.
I mean,
Right? Not that
no.
I can't remember one.
I think the
Really.
most successful is probably Cam Newton. We see how that worked out.
Yeah, because So since we haven't seen that, I can understand why people are hesitant with Lamar because they're like, okay, like we've seen this type of prototype before, like a guy that can run really well, um, is an above average passer, but he can't get it done, right?
Yeah.
So I understand where the criticism with Lamar. That's why I always said Lamar's a good quarterback. He deserves his money.
I would be hesitant to give it to him.
Right. Like I would be hesitant, but he will get his money from whichever. Like if the Ravens don't pay him, the Dolphins will probably come out and give him a shit ton of money. Right?
Yeah.
Like like these organizations will give him a shit ton of money as long as he like all Lamar needs to do is have an elite-ish season and he'll get paid a shit ton of money.
See, the problem with and listen, at the end of the day, I mean, I get the NFL is getting a lot softer, but
Okay.
you can't. I'm sorry, like that running quarterback shit doesn't work because Lamar's just going to get older. His athleticism is going to go away. He needs to be able to sit there in the pocket and throw. And if he can't do that at an elite level, if he wants to win a Super, because that's the majority. Like you want to get a Super Bowl out of Lamar if he's the guy. So you need to throw at an elite level. He's not there yet.
I don't think he doesn't need to. He doesn't need to throw it at an elite level because there's been like with the Ravens' history of quarterbacks. Well, he needs to have a good team around him, and this is he needs to have. This is where I think the Ravens' hesitation comes from because the Ravens don't win Super Bowls historically with elite quarterback play, right?
That's the problem.
They win with above average quarterback play, suffered but above average quarterback play and elite defense and great special teams. That's usually how the Ravens win the majority of their Super Bowls.
But CEO, you only won, and I'm not taking credit away, but you only won 2. That's a 1 in a million chance, and it was like 13 years apart from each other.
Right.
You fucking paid Joe Flacco. Once again, if they give Lamar Jackson the bag, right? You can't have an elite defense. You're paying Lamar all this fucking money. Prime example, Aaron Rodgers can't have these great wide receivers, this great offensive line, this great fucking defense. Same thing with Russell Wilson is because they're getting paid all the fucking money. Like you think elite fucking defensive players are gonna go there making with a pay cut? No, they want the fucking bag too. Like if you give Lamar the bag, that's going to take. I mean, your wide receivers. I mean, I don't. Rashad Bateman. You don't even have anybody that I fucking know off the top of my head besides Bateman. Fucking Mark Andrews is a great tight end, but even if you pay Lamar the bag, how the hell are you going to give Mark Andrews the bag? He's a big contribution.
He's already paid. He already got paid.
You already got paid?
Yeah, he already got paid.
Okay, never mind. But other than that, or J.K. Dobbins, your running back.
Yeah, he's not gonna. We're probably gonna get rid of him.
Oh, he's not evil. I mean, the whole point is, listen, besides Mark Andrews, you can't win a Super Bowl with just Lamar and fucking Mark Andrews.
Here's the thing. Lamar, for the vast majority of the years, he carried the offense, to be honest with you, for the vast majority.
He's in how far has he gone?
To
the second round.
Right. So he carried the offense for the most part, but that's what I'm saying. He does have to evolve in the passing game, but I think not every quarterback has to be an elite quarterback, right? So, and he like from a passing perspective to win. And I don't think the Ravens expect that from Lamar. I think here's the thing with Lamar. Well, this is what I think is going to happen with Lamar, right? Lamar, I think the Ravens want to give him a good contract until he's like 30, and then when he's like 30, they're probably gonna get rid of him.
How old is he?
He's like 25.
Like, I mean, bro, listen. I
You know,
understand.
they're gonna probably want him from his prime years, and then when he hits like 30, they're probably gonna get rid of him. That would be my guess.
Is he gonna make it to 30?
Yeah, I think he will.
You run him into the ground, and he's a skinny fuck like me. If he fucking are you sure he's gonna make it to 30?
Yeah, I do. I think he's gonna make it after like 29, 30, he'll start to break down.
But
I feel like
I highly doubt that. If the way how they run his ass, I highly doubt that. He probably break.
he's not skinny. I mean, he is built pretty well, but he definitely packed on a lot of muscle. But Lamar. I feel like he doesn't get injured a lot. He got injured last year, but
it only takes one to start a lot.
Right. Yeah, I know it only takes one, but like I said, I can't base it off of one injury yet. So
if Lamar comes out and he's fully healthy next year and he does this thing, I'll shut up. But I've seen this story plenty of times. It only took one for Vic, took one for RG3, took one for Cam.
Right. I feel like in this soft ass league, it is slightly less likely that he'll get injured. I feel like he'll make it to 30 and then he'll fall off.
But these mobile quarterbacks, like especially guys who run a lot, they don't get a lot of let's say they don't get a lot of flags because it's expected of them to run.
Yeah,
honestly, I've never seen. I mean, you could correct me if I'm wrong. I've never seen him like slide a lot. I mean, I don't know if he does do that a lot, but
he runs out of bounds a lot.
But even that, CEO at some point his athleticism is going to go down, and he's going to rely on his arm.
That's just what I'm saying. Like until he's 30, and they're probably going to let him go.
So what's the point of CEO? If
4-year contract. 4-year contract, give him a shit ton of money, and then after that contract, they're going to let him go.
So you're basically just going to say, let's just pay. He's just at that point, he's a Black Joe Flacco. Let him fucking sit there and on his contract, be average or above average for a little bit when he's done. I mean, don't you want to win a Super Bowl? That's my point.
I do want to win a Super Bowl, but again, finding a great quarterback isn't exactly easy.
But you got to try, though.
No. As long as we can find an above average quarterback,
dude, no,
because we can't go on these like this. You have to look at it from perspective. We can't be there. The Browns have been trying to find their quarterback for fucking decades. The fucking Giants are on the same path of trying to look for a quarterback since Eli left. Like we can't go some franchises luck out like the Packers do every fucking time.
And let me just ask you something, bro. Who's been winning the majority of these Super Bowls the last 20 years? Brady, Manning, Breeze, Roethlisberger, Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers. What do all those guys, and Russell Wilson, what all those guys have in common? All elite. So, I mean, I'd rather go look for that than just try to have a Trent Dilfer, Eli Manning, or Matthew Stafford and luck up one time.
Yeah, I mean, we have had, for example, there's two perspectives. You can be ass for decades and try to find that quarterback, or you could try to win now with above average talent.
And by the way, the Browns are fucking incompetent. All right, the Browns are like a fucking monopoly. They passed on Josh Allen, Lamar for Baker, screwed over Baker for this. Like they're an idiot organization. The Ravens and the Giants are not idiot organizations. At least I hope the Giants are not. But we're gonna talk about them right after we're done talking about the Ravens. But at the end of the day, listen, you need an elite quarterback to win Super Bowls. I don't give a fuck about your Eli Mannings and your Nick Foles and your fucking Trent Dilfer's, and those are 1 in a billion chances. Brady's and Manning's win Super Bowls.
You don't need elite quarterback play. You're more likely to win one with elite quarterback.
Well, I go off of likeliness and I go off results, and the results are for the last 20 years, elite quarterbacks have won Super Bowls.
And I'm going to list. So, who are the non-elite quarterbacks that won this decade?
Okay, so Trent Dilfer, that's one. Eli Manning twice.
Joe Flacco.
Flacco, Foles. And then Stafford.
He's not. I don't consider him elite.
He's not elite, but I will take Stafford all the guys we just named. But even if you want to say Stafford, that's 6 out of 22 years.
That's not bad.
Dude, that's 6 out of 22 years.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Bro.
That's not bad. Listen, you can't find fucking Tom Brady and fucking Aaron Rodgers on fucking trees, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I get that, but you have to try though.
No, but you have to try, but you can't be asked forever. That's the thing.
I'm not saying be asked forever. All I'm saying is if you think you have the guy, it doesn't work out, you move on to the next one. You don't say
and end up like the Commanders. Fuck that, no.
But the Commanders are idiots. They did have a guy.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You can Here's the problem. Elite quarterbacks win games. They win. I mean, they win championships. Yes, they win championships. And if you luck out and get a Brady or a Rodgers, barely, because Rodgers only got one. But
he's still elite though.
He's elite, but he only got one. So it's one of those things where, as a franchise, I rather consistently make the playoffs and like hope that average quarterback can make a good run than be asked for decades trying to find that elite quarterback.
Well, first of all, let's be Trendilfer won in 2000. Eli won in 07. So that's 7 years. Then he won in 2011. So what is that? 5 years?
Mm-hmm.
No, that's like 4 years.
Yeah.
Then Flacco won in 13. So that's 2 years. Then Nick Foles won in 17. So that's 5 years. And then Matthew Stafford just won it this year. So that's another 5 years. So the majority of it has been the elite quarterbacks. Why take your chances with an average quarterback than try to find an elite quarterback? Or even that, go get one. You see what the Broncos have done? They went to go get Peyton. They went to go get Russ. That's what I want to fucking do. Go get them.
Right. So, trying to see. Yeah, I mean, all right. So let's see. Yeah, I mean, elite quarterbacks for the majority, they do win, but it's not like, unless you're Brady or Montana, it's not like you're going to get multiple Super Bowls out of an elite quarterback.
I'm saying I get that, but you have to compete. You're not competing with Trent Dilfer. You're not competing with Nick Foles. Eli Manning was a bum.
Let me make a perfect example, right? So the Niners competed with Jimmy G, right?
And they lost.
Yeah, they lost, but they competed, right? They went to the Super Bowl.
They had one good fucking year.
They had 2 good years, by the way.
They had 2 good fucking years, and what did that get them? No. 2017 he was injured. 2018 he was fucking injured. No, 2017 is when they got him. 2018 he got fucking injured. 2019 they went to a Super Bowl, which was a fucking fluke. Which, by the way, he was carried by his defense. It wasn't him. And then when it actually came down to him, he fucking lost. You put Brady in that situation. You put Breeze in that situation, they fucking win. 2020, they sucked. And then this year, when it came down to him, he fucking lost.
Right. And I'm what I'm saying is, if I'm an organization, I rather, like, if you come across a MVP core, for example, Lamar's an MVP quarterback, right?
Yeah.
It's hard to, even though you know the trends of his prototype, even though that you're like, well, look what happened to Cam, look what happened. You're like, fuck, the fan base really loves him, right? He makes us a shit ton of money because people go to watch Lamar, right?
Yeah.
You're like, okay, you know what? Because you have to winning, like, ideally for a fan, winning is more important, but from an organization perspective, you have to think about, he can win. Can he win? Is he also gonna fill up the seats? You know what I'm saying?
That's bullshit. That's when the Giants won the Super Bowl. When Eli Manning won the 07 and 2000, no one was there to see Eli Manning. They just saw the team to win.
It's different with the Ravens because Lamar's kind of like an occult personality.
Brady's fucking the most boringest quarterback to watch.
People definitely go to watch Brady. People definitely go to watch Brady.
He's boring as shit to watch, but people
go to watch him, right?
Yeah, but my point is
He
that
can
you're
be
saying
boring, but people go to watch him.
people don't go to watch Lamar Jackson because he wins. They go there to see him do this athletic shit. When that shit goes away when he's fucking 26 because he tears his fucking ACL and ends up like RG3, the fans are gonna be like, why the fuck did you fucking pay this fucker for the next 5 fucking years and
No.
waste money on him?
So yeah, that's if that happens, but it hasn't happened yet. That's the thing. So you have
Well,
to
all right,
if you can't, I can't be like, if the Ravens are like, you know what, no, we're not gonna do, we're gonna let Lamar go, and we're gonna get a new quarterback. That would be fucking horrible backlash.
the fans are fucking retards.
No, but see, it's an entertainment thing, but at the same time, it's one of those things where
It's entertaining winning the Super Bowl. That's entertaining.
yeah, but no, you can't let someone like Lamar go because of history with different types of quarterbacks. You can't do that.
If I'm not saying that, I honestly listen. If Lamar gets injured this year, it's time. It's time for the Ravens to say, okay, we know where this story's going. We have to fucking look somewhere else.
Right. Yeah, that's why I think that's what they're waiting. They want to see what he produces this year. If he produces elite numbers, then they're probably going to give him a big ass contract.
Or matter of fact, I'll give you a prime example. People went to go see Cam Newton, but after 2015, what the fuck was he winning? And then the
Right,
fans
but
got sick
again,
and tired of him.
this is why I said the Ravens are probably going to give him a 4-year contract, and after he hits 30, they're going to get rid of him.
No, I honestly believe if the Ravens don't sign him, say like it depends on this year. If he has a amazing year, they're gonna pay him. They're gonna pay him, and honestly, he needs to not get injured. To be honest with you, he needs to not get injured. But if he has an amazing year, of course you're gonna pay him. But if he has a average to above average year and he gets injured, you can't pay him. I'm sorry, no, you can't.
He's not the injury thing, yeah, but he's not going to have an average year. He's going to have a great year.
No, CEO. Besides Mark Andrews, who else do you have on that offense?
We
don't know what the fuck did Bateman do last year.
He was injured.
Oh, great, another injury guy.
Yeah, listen, we have to establish something. If you get injured one time, that doesn't mean you're injury prone. We have to establish that fact.
Okay, so what did Bateman do like throughout the whole is Rashad Bateman
he was good when he wasn't injured. That's where he was good when he wasn't injured.
So is he gonna be like a top? Would you predict he will be a top 10 receiver?
No, he'll probably be like top 17.
You can't win off of that.
We can't. I mean, we have won off of that before.
What I mean by win, CU, I mean you can't go deep in the playoffs where Rashad Bateman being a top 17. Mark Andrews is great, but when the defense knows, okay, we only have to worry about Mark Andrews and Lamar, you're not gonna win championships like that.
Listen, if they have to worry about, let's say, Lamar, and they have to worry about Mark, then that will automatically open up opportunities for the rest of the receiving corps.
Oh, really? How the fuck did that work out in the playoffs the last few years? And you had Marquise Brown over there.
Yeah, he was injury prone as well.
But once again, we've seen the fucking playoff football is way different than regular season football. They're gonna make Lamar Jackson fucking try to throw the ball, make him throw it outside. Mm-hmm. That's how you guys lost the fucking playoff games. He couldn't throw outside. That's just a fact. Like I watched the Ravens playoff games.
The problem is
the Titans did it twice, but you beat them the second time, and the Bills fucking did it.
Yeah, but the Bills they have a really good team. So
the Titans are not that good of a team. You got
I said the Bills are a good team.
And the Chargers, I'll give Lamar a slight pass because he was a rookie, but still.
Yeah, he was a rookie. Yes, he didn't know shit about.
But that's the whole blueprint.
Yeah, but again, he's still young into his career. This is the year because he'll have playoff experience by now.
Oh yeah, this is the year. I'm just looking ahead. I don't know.
I mean, we can't look ahead when we can't do that.
If I'm about to give this guy fucking $40 million, you damn right I'm gonna be looking fucking ahead.
I mean, that's the thing. You can't really you can try to predict the future, but it's never.
I'm giving him this year. This is
that's what I'm saying. You have to prove it this year, but it's not like if he doesn't get paid this year, some other team's gonna pay him a shit ton of money.
Well, you're a Ravens fan, so if he fucking goes get paid by a Dolphin, it's whatever to you because he's not on the fucking team anymore. I'm talking about as you being a Ravens fan. You should
Right.
be fucking, you
Our
should be
Ravens fans are not going to be happy about it.
well, I mean, here's the thing though. At the end of the day, if you fucking get rid of him and you get another guy who's way better than him in the draft, I mean, no harm, no foul.
Yeah, but again, it's not easy to get a good quarterback. So.
Or matter of fact, fucking isn't Burrow's contract coming up? No.
Maybe next year.
Yeah, maybe fucking go get Burrow some shit because I'd rather be in fucking.
Nigga, Burrow's not gonna come up in the market. They're gonna give him his bag.
But if Burrow is smart, he gets away from fucking the Bengals.
Well, he's not smart. He's gonna take. It doesn't matter as long as he gets his big ass money. It doesn't matter where he's at. He's gonna stay there and he's gonna get a shit ton of money.
Well, he'll be an idiot, or I'll try to give him some money.
Here's the thing: the only option we have to get another great quarterback or good quarterback or whatever is to do it to the draft. And again, that's not easy because we're gonna have to do trial and error. And I'm not. We have to see because I don't know how good the Ravens are at drafting quarterbacks because we're a young franchise. So I don't. So I wouldn't know.
Your history has not been good. Besides Lamar, I mean, and maybe even hold on. Are we sure Lamar's the best quarterback you ever had? Flacco won a Super Bowl and Super Bowl MVP.
From a skills perspective, yeah, Lamar is definitely the best quarterback.
Well, I'm talking about accomplishment wise.
Well, yeah, Flacco would be the number one. But again, Flacco was a success only because we got a Super Bowl out of him.
And you guys have been to 2 conference championships with him, 2011 and fucking 2013, right?
I don't know. I don't remember how many. I think 2, maybe 2.
Lamar has even he's been to the second round. I mean, I get he won MVP. Yes, I get it, but still at the same time, it's like
right. But again, he's still young into his career though. Can't. There's been plenty of great quarterbacks who haven't been they've been to the playoffs and haven't done shit till later. But we have to see. He has a timeline. He have to do something until he's 30. After 30, he's probably gonna fall.
No, fuck that shit. I'm giving him this year. He has to prove it this year. Listen.
No, I'm talking about his overall career. Like his longevity is 30 years old, in my opinion.
But even that, even if you say he's 30, if 30 is the mark, what are your chances of winning a Super Bowl? You guys are not beating the Chiefs or the Bills. You're not beating, depending on how Russell Wilson works out with Broncos, you're not beating them either.
No, I'm not afraid. No, I'm not afraid of the Broncos. The Chiefs and the Bills are more of a threat, to be honest with you. They're more of a threat than the fucking Broncos.
Listen, I want to see how Russell Wilson does with the Broncos first before I put him up there. So I am kind of skeptical of them too. But I mean, come on, bro. I mean, the Chiefs and the Bills, like you're not outdoing Mahomes or Allen.
Well,
and this is playoff football.
No, we're not. We're not historically. We're not going to beat them right now, but again, I don't know because we weren't I feel like with the squad we have now fully healthy, I think we can compete with anybody in the league.
Listen,
our defense is stacked. Our offense is decent.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Like I really do think we can go divisional championship game.
I want to put my money on it. Once again, I have my pre notions to Lamar Jackson and the Ravens, but I'm giving the Ravens this season. This is the make it break it this season.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I think this is the season that decides a lot of things where the Ravens are going to go.
Yeah, so we talked about your team. Now let's talk about my team.
Yeah, I mean your team's a dumpster fire right now.
Dumpster fire, not. Where do we even start? Where?
I mean, you're gonna have to get a new quarterback because that nigga's Daniel Jones is bum.
Listen. I'm not worried about. I think our defense is amazing. I really do. Now, Kayvon, I heard mixed things about Kayvon. I heard mixed things about Evan Neal, the tackle that we got. So We'll see. They're rookies. We'll see.
The rookie years are always a wash. So,
Huh?
for the most part, rookie years are always a wash.
Yeah. One thing I want to see now, Giants fans keep saying Adoree Jackson is better than James Bradbury. I think that's bullshit because they
Adoree
say
Jackson's not that. I mean, Adoree Jackson's good as like a number 2 cornerback.
agreed. But here's the thing, though, CEO. They said his numbers were better than James Bradbury. Well, the reason why his numbers were better than James Bradbury is because they were throwing to him all the time. They didn't throw in James Bradbury's direction.
No, I mean, yeah,
Like,
Adoree's definitely not like Adoree is definitely not like he's a good cornerback, but he's not great. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not he wasn't even he's not even prime Bradbury level.
that's like CEO. You remember that year where Darrell Reeves like 09 had like 10 interceptions, 39
Right.
back deflections, and the year before that he had like 5 interceptions and like 17 back deflections. Is because no one was throwing to him. Now I'm not comparing Bradbury to Darrell Reeves, but that's why the reason why his numbers were down because no one was throwing in Bradbury because they didn't want to get picked off. That's why Adoree's numbers are great. Now you're taking him from the number 2 receiver to the number 1 receiver, and he was getting lit the fuck up as the number 1 cornerback in Tennessee. And I saw our fucking secondary. It sucks dick. Our second cornerback is fucking horrible.
Yeah, who was your second corner?
I don't even remember the asshole's name, nor do I really give a fuck about it. But Giants fans, being the majority of them being fucking retards, they're gonna say it doesn't fucking matter until they see fucking Adoree Jackson getting bombed the fuck away by fucking CeeDee Lamb, by fucking Devontae Smith, and what's his name, AJ Brown, and Terry McLaurin. So
listen, the Giants need to get a quarterback, and that's where they like it doesn't. They just need to focus on getting a new quarterback. That's pretty much it.
And my biggest fear for the Giants is that, listen, I'm a Giants fan, but I fear I don't want to make the playoffs. That might sound I don't want to make it because that means we have to roll with Daniel Jones again. He's not the fucking guy.
No, he's not. He's not.
Like, he's not the fucking guy. I'm sorry.
And I don't know why there's, I mean,
you know why it is? And this is going back to my fucking point. I get it. We won 2 Super Bowls with Eli Manning. That's fine. Even though Eli Manning fucking blows Daniel Jones out the fucking water at quarterback.
Okay.
But that's not Eli was average. We had 2 carpet ride years. Don't ignore the fact that he was getting blown out in the playoffs before those Super Bowls and then lost 68 fucking games after 2011.
Right.
Like that's just a fact. We can't win like that. We can't just throw some average asshole out there and expect to win. That's not how football works. I'm sorry to tell you guys that.
I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of positive, like, because the Giants always kind of like the Giants fan base always hypes up the team unrealistically,
That's
and then they get let down.
That's the fucking
by
problem. But here's my thing, CEO. Am I a bad fan for actually being realistic?
No.
Like, why the fuck would I hype up something when? Let's be for real. Do you think the majority of these Giants fans actually believe we're going to do something this year? We're going to beat the Cowboys. We're going to beat the Eagles.
No, impossible. If they do, they're delusional.
And honestly, and I know YTC's going to kill me for this, but even the fucking Commanders, somehow, someway, they swept us last year.
I mean, you can't. I don't know. I feel like Giants fans are kind of like following in the footsteps of like Cowboy fans to a certain degree in terms of like hyping up their team, knowing that their team is probably not going to do anything.
You know what? That's actually I never thought about it like that.
So that kind of does suck. So and you have those Giants content creators that are like, yeah, of course I'm gonna talk good about the Giants. I'm like, yeah, but then the thing is, you hype up your fan base, and once you hype them up and give them unrealistic like standards, and by week 4, everyone's gonna be calling you an idiot in the stream.
last year, everybody was saying Daniel Jones is going to take the next step. We got Galladay, Saquon's back healthy, and then by week 2, we were talking about the draft. How much do you hold on, time out. Let's just look up the Giants. I know we played the Titans week 1. Let's just look up the Giants schedule.
Okay.
I don't know it off the bat. So, okay, so we have the Titans. The first week at Titans. I think Tennessee's favorite. I think.
Titans. It's probably a loss.
And then we have the Panthers.
Probably that's a toss up.
And then we have the Cowboys week 3.
That's a loss.
So by week 3, say like we're 1-2.
Okay.
Or hell, we could be 0-3. We're gonna be talking about the draft.
Yeah, and all those content creators don't look like dumbasses.
Then we have the Bears. I'm hoping we beat the Bears so I can shill over Jonathan and Michael.
Yeah, I do think you guys probably. Yeah, I think you guys are beating the Bears because goddamn Bears offensive line look like dog shit.
But once again, we don't know. This is week 4. A lot of shit can happen between week 4 and now.
And shit, I mean, there's a possibility that you guys go on a 4-win streak, and that would be where would you be at if that would happen?
It depends on who we're playing.
Like if let's say you won the four first games, right?
Yeah.
You already know how the Giants community is going to be. You're like, oh yeah, they're all going to go crazy and shit on everyone that doubted on Daniel Jones.
September?
Huh?
You're talking about like if we go on a 4-game winning streak in September?
No, just like the first 4 games.
Yeah, so in September.
Yeah, right.
If we go on that, I will be happy. Yes, but I'll be cautious because it's September.
People right, but you know they're going to be celebrating early and shit.
But you asked me, so I would be like, okay, that's great. I want to see how they look in November. I want to see how they look in October when people have their playbooks, they have their schemes, they know how everybody plays. I want to see how it is. I want to see if the Giants adjust that, or if they're going to be like the Carolina Panthers last year, who went 4-0 and missed the fucking playoffs.
Yeah, because I know. Yeah, because they can pull a Yankees, basically be great, and then be shit the rest of the year.
And just honestly, it's just let's just get to the point. Daniel Jones is trash.
Yeah,
I don't listen. Giants fans, for the Giants fans who are big Daniel Jones fans, go fuck yourselves. And for the Giants fans who are rooting for Daniel Jones because he's on the team, please don't, because you need to get rid of him. He's below average. He's not even average.
Yeah, he is below average.
Like me and CEO had this whole debate about average and elite quarterbacks, but we can agree we're taking the elite and average quarterback over Daniel fucking Jones.
Yeah, I'll take Kirk Cousins over Daniel Jones.
I mean, yeah, I would too. I would too. He's just better.
Yeah,
like he's like, bro. And then once again, even if that, what do we have around Daniel Jones? Galladay's gonna get injured. That's what he fucking does. Sterling Shepard's gonna get injured because that's what he fucking does. Tony, I love Tony. I want to see what he does this year. I don't like rookie years are a wash, like you said. So I want to see what he does this year when people actually have tape on him and when he's basically the number 1 receiver.
Yeah, he looked great though.
Yeah, but once again, Daryl Moore, that fucking Moody kid, that fucking Jonathan and Michael were looking great, and this year he sucked ass.
Yeah, that's true.
I want to see what he does.
But you can't quickly on receivers. There's a shit ton of good receivers in the league.
Yeah, but like at the same time, it's like you got to see them in their second year when people actually have film on them. So, but I'm high on Tony. But even Tony, the rookie wide receiver that we have, we don't know how he's going to turn out.
No, he could be. I don't know. He has that kind of like diva vibe.
Who, the new one we got, Wendell?
No. Tony. He kind of has that kind of like.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's another. He could be another Odell Beckham. He could be fucking causing locker room problems and shit. Not locker room problems, but just problems.
No, because I feel like he's going to be a really good receiver who's a diva. I get that vibe.
You see how our last diva receiver ended?
Right, and the Giants just don't do diva receivers, so I don't see them.
I mean, we got rid of Mexico, we got rid of Cruz, we got rid of Knicks, we got rid of Odell, and even with Odell, we didn't win shit.
No.
And then we have a worse quarterback than when we had Odell.
Yeah.
So it's like, once again, why am I the bad guy for just saying, listen, we need to fix this? I want the Giants. I wanted to take. There was rumors that we were going to take Malik Willis. I'm like, fuck yeah, take him. Why not? If you can get him in the third, he fell into the third, fourth round. Why not get him?
Because they want to give Daniel Jones that one more year.
He sucks.
Yeah, I know he sucks.
You can't be serious. He sucks.
He does suck, but you know what's funny about Daniel Jones is like, how can you have such a cult following and be so trash at the same time?
He's Tim Tebow.
Oof, damn.
CEO, have you watched Daniel Jones play?
Yeah, I have. He's trash.
Like, did you ask? Oh yeah, the Ravens did play the Giants, but I'm talking about besides that Ravens and Giants game. Have you watched him play?
Yeah, I have.
Have you ever said, "Oh my God, he has like"? Have you ever seen a flashing moment besides his rookie year?
No.
And we can agree that rookie years are a wash because no one has film on you yet.
Right. Here's the thing with Daniel Jones. This is exactly why I never understood the occult following. Like, I understand Lamar's a cult following because there's a lot of wild plays.
Well, at least it's deserved, though.
But I don't understand Daniel Jones a cult because I haven't seen anything where I'm like, oh yeah, that's the guy. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen
Daniel Jones makes Lamar Jackson look like fucking Tom Brady. Like, at least Lamar, besides this year, has made the fucking playoffs, won an MVP. You know, Lamar Jackson's not even the fucking proximity of Daniel Jones is like fucking in the lower tier of the top.
Yeah, Daniel Jones is like, I'd rather like, fuck, like, who in the league is on this level? Like, who would you compare?
Matter of fact, look up the list because Giants fans were upset with the list that Daniel Jones was like ranked like 28th quarterback. So look up the list and let's just go one by one. Who are you taking?
Okay, yeah, let me pull that up. Hold on.
We're gonna play the Colin Cowherd, Daniel Jones, or who?
Oh, he did that?
No. This is what we're gonna do.
Oh yeah, people are pissed at Colin because he was talking like Colin. I don't even agree. Like Colin was saying he's average, so that's actually more than we're saying.
That's actually good if he's average, but I don't even think he's average.
Yeah, I don't.
Daniel Jones, like I just don't like. He just doesn't look. It looks like some generic white boy trying to play quarterback. Like he has no presence about him.
All right, so you want me to find where he's at?
No, matter of fact, just look up the quarterbacks and we're just gonna say who would you rather have, Daniel Jones or this guy? Let's just play that game.
Okay, all of them.
Yes, all the starting ones, not like backups.
All right, Josh Allen, obviously.
There's Daniel Jones. Of course, you're gonna take Daniel Jones over. No, I'm just joking. Fucking Allen.
Mahomes, Rodgers. Okay, let me go down the list to something that's real. Okay, let me start with Dak. Okay, let's start with Dak.
I'd rather have Dak than Jones.
Yes. Russell Wilson, obviously, yeah.
Of course.
Lamar, I think same thing. Matthew Stafford, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson, yeah. Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about, Deshaun, yeah.
We can talk about Deshaun after, honestly. But
Derek Carr.
I hate Derek.
Okay, I'm sorry, but why is Derek Carr number 12?
You know how much I hate Derek Carr. But Daniel Jones, he's better than Derek Carr's average. Daniel Jones is not average, so I'll take Carr.
Okay. They put Derek Carr over Kyler Murray, which I find hilarious. All right. Kyler Murray.
Kyler, come on.
Kirk Cousins. Yeah.
Kirk, come on.
Jalen Hurts.
I want your all right, so
okay.
You're the non-Giants fan here, so give you're unbiased. You have no bias towards the Eagles, Giants, or whatever. So you give your opinion.
Okay, I think Hurts is at least average.
So you're taking Hurts over Daniel Jones?
Yeah, even though I don't see him as like.
But this is about who would you rather have. It's not about like.
Yeah, I think Hurts. I think I'd rather have Hurts.
All right, we're gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna say nothing because I'm a Giants fan. So.
Okay, I don't want to do the whole like Trey Lance and rookies because we don't know. So I'm gonna leave rookies
we're gonna
out of
skip
it.
over Trey.
Matt Ryan. He's old though.
That's hard.
Yeah, because he's old, bro. That's the
He's
problem. I feel like he's washed.
Yeah.
Like if this was prime Matt Ryan, then there would not be a question.
Oh, if this was fucking 2016 Matt Ryan, it's not even a competition. But I mean,
yeah, but this is washed. This is old. I'm a 37-year-old Matt Ryan.
Who would you want?
I'll probably have to just go with Daniel Jones just because to see what he does for this. Because I already know Matt Ryan is washed, and there's nothing for me to see there.
Well, I mean, Matt Ryan had one bad year. Are we sure he's like wash? I mean, he's with
no,
the
he's
Colts.
not wash, but it's like if I'd rather have one, like I'd rather bet on Jones because he's 37. Like he'll retire on me next year.
Yeah, okay, fine. I'll take Jones.
Jameis Winston, I'll probably take Winston.
If I can get him healthy, yeah, Winston.
Ryan Tannehill, I'll probably take Tannehill.
Yeah, Tannehill, yeah.
Mac Jones. Fuck. They're both Jones, and they're both like
generic white boys.
Yeah, they're both generic. I probably have to go with Mac though, just because he showed. At least he showed me competency.
Once again, I don't think I think Mac Jones' ceiling is average. I think he's average. I don't think Jones is average, so I'll take Jones. Mac Jones in that case.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Okay, we have Carson Wentz here, but I don't know. Carson Wentz is beyond wash.
Fucking.
Like if this was prime Wentz, this wouldn't be a question.
Oh no competition. But I'll probably take Jones.
Yeah, because this version is injury prone. He's just too washed.
So out of all the quarterbacks you just named, we took 2 out of how many? A lot?
Yeah, we took 2 out of like 20.
That's not very good, but we still have more to go, so keep going.
Tua.
I'll take Jones.
I haven't seen anything from Tua that I like.
Yeah, his arm. I don't trust these left-handed quarterbacks.
Yeah, me neither. Justin Fields.
I think I'll take Fields. I think Fields has a lot of talent. He's just with the shitty ass Bears.
So. Yeah, I would like if we can switch, like if we can put Fields on the Giants, I probably would have Fields on the Giants. I think that would work out better.
Yeah, I feel like Fields has a lot of talent. Like his arm. Honestly, I feel like if the Bears took Mac Jones, they would be shit. Way more shittier than they were with the Justin Fields. I feel if Belichick had fucking Fields.
It's just the Bears destroy every quarterback like that goes in that building.
The Bears are fucking suck ass. So, and their fan bases are retarded. Trust me, we talked to a lot of them. So let's move on to the next quarterback.
All right, Zach Wilson.
I'll probably take Jones.
I mean, they're both shit.
I'll take Jones.
But Zach Wilson hasn't shown anything. So
yeah.
Trevor Lawrence.
I'll take Lawrence. I'll take the
potential. Yeah, I would just take him off his possible upside.
If he was with Jackson, if he was with the Giants, I feel like he'll be a lot better than shitty ass Jacksonville.
Yeah, that's true.
But he has Doug Peterson now instead of Urbana, so we'll see. But
okay, so
that's 4 that we took out of 25, maybe.
Yeah, 25. Yeah.
So who's next?
Baker.
I'll take Baker.
Yeah, I agree with that. Jared Goff. Nah, I'll probably take Jones.
I'll take. Oh, well,
Okay, so are we putting this like if Goff was on the Giants?
Yeah.
I mean, he did go to Super Bowl.
I think it's the fucking Lions. Matthew
that's true though. We can't blame because, like, if you go to the Lions, you're like 2 times worse than you were.
I mean, Goff when he was with McVay, I mean, went to a Super Bowl, went to the playoffs.
He was decent.
If
he was above average when he was like slightly above average.
I think Goff on a good if you put Daniel Jones on the Lions, I mean,
Oh, that'd be a disaster.
what the fuck? This is the same shit.
Yeah, it's the same shit.
So I think I'll take Goff.
Damn, bro.
I mean, bro. I think Goff, if he's on an average team, he'll be average. He's on a below average team, he's gonna be below. If Daniel Jones is below average on an average team, you put him on the fucking Lions. That's literally they might go 17.
That's 0 games, bro. That could be.
You're gonna be the first team to go 0-16, 0-17, bro.
All right, Mitch Trubisky. I think I'd rather have Mitch. Right? Because he was actually decent. I mean, he took the Bears to the playoffs.
That was that defense. It wasn't fucking his bitch ass.
Yeah, but if you put him on the fucking Giants, you probably get the same result.
All right, fine. I'll take Trubisky, but fuck Bears fans.
29 Marcus Mariota.
I'll take Jones.
Damn, Jones is behind Marcus Mariota. Jones is number 30.
And who's the last two?
Davis Mills, Texans.
I'll probably take Jones.
And 32, Drew Lock.
I'll take Jones. So that's like 6 quarterbacks we took out of.
Yeah, he's
in the mid to low 20s.
Yeah.
And Giants fans are mad at me because I don't think we're going to make the playoffs this year.
No reasonable person thinks the Giants. I mean, okay, I think it's probably going to be Dallas and Philly competing for that division.
Yeah, like the Giants, listen, I don't. Maybe you can explain it to you. I don't know.
No, I mean, I just don't understand why. Like, I know there are a lot of Giants fans that are sick of him and done with him, which is the correct answer. But I feel like I don't understand why there's still people like you can't just be like, oh, because he plays for the Giants. Yeah, but he sucks. Like,
okay, if that's the fact, then why were you guys shitting on Eric Flowers? He played for the Giants,
right? And he was asked. Everybody wanted out him. So why? I don't understand what's this obsession with Daniel Jones.
Because he reminds them of Eli fucking Manning. Not play wise, just generic white guy number 1. That's exactly what he fucking is. Giants fans. I'm not. Listen, I might come off aggressive, and listen, I'm trying to talk to you. Eli Manning was average. We had 2 magical carpet rides of Super Bowls, which I fucking love. But he wasn't that good. He was average. We have someone who's below Eli Manning. We're not winning shit with him.
Nope.
And with that being said, we have Galladay, who's injury prone, Shepard, who's injury prone, Tony, who I think is going to be good, but he has to prove it. This is the year. He has to prove it. And we have Wendell Robinson, I think that's his name. Wendell Robinson, who's a fucking rookie.
Right. Like,
I don't even know who the fuck our tight ends are. Evan Ingram's gone, and so is Kyle Rudolph. I don't even know who the fuck our tight ends are.
Listen, bro. Like, Eli Manning is a Hall of Famer on the Giants Ring of Honor, all right?
Yeah, I agree, yeah.
Listen, but Daniel Jones doesn't even have magic in like play. I don't think he ever even went to the playoffs, right?
No. He's been injury. He got injured in 2019, got injured in 2020. He was injured this year too.
Right.
So CEO, going back to not to bring up Lamar, but when you said we can agree that he's probably going to get injured this year. I mean, he's shown a history of it.
Right.
So you can agree that Daniel Jones is injury prone.
Yeah, I mean, I have a feeling he'll stay healthy this year. I have a feeling, but he definitely, there's that possibility because he had neck surgery, right?
Yeah, and I think he got banged up in this fucking camp too.
Right. I hope he stays healthy for the years just so everyone can realize that he's not the guy.
But if he gets injured, like
because if he gets injured, he's out of there. Yeah, he's out of there.
But even that, even that is like.
But I don't want any excuses. Some dumbass fans are going to be like, "Oh, if he didn't get injured, he would have shown why he would have been the quarterback." There's going to be some dumbasses.
No, he's not. Even if he goes to another team, he's a career backup. That's just a fact. He's a career backup for the rest of it. He's Colt McCoy 2.0. Just he's 6'5".
Damn.
Like that's just he's not good.
No, he's not. He's
I
not
don't
good.
see. Okay, his rookie year was good, but that's his rookie fucking year. When the 2 years when they had tape on him, he was garbage, and not only that, he was fucking injured. So why?
Yeah, this is the. And if you guys, and it's funny because if you guys make the wild card, it'd be hilarious if y'all re-signed him or something. That shit would.
But just CEO, can I see once again? CEO's a Ravens fan. He's not even in the same conference as the Giants. He doesn't give a fuck about the Giants. If we made the wild card, would you honestly sign Daniel Jones?
No, I would cut him.
Why? Just explain why. Because maybe they need to hear from someone who's not in the fan base.
Because he's trash. Listen, if he makes the wild card, I said I'll cut him afterwards because he's probably gonna lose. Like, I'm gonna be honest, the man can't. He has all the talent, like he has all the attributes on paper to be successful, but he's just not a good quarterback. Like he has the height, right?
Yeah.
He has the speed.
Sure, yeah.
He has decent arm strength, right?
Yeah.
So he has the leadership, right?
No.
Okay, at least he gets along with his teammates, right?
Okay, yeah, he gets along with his teammates, yeah.
All right, so he should have the makings of at least an average quarterback, but he doesn't. He's trash. He doesn't make people better at all.
No, he doesn't.
And I don't even think he carried his team once.
Never carried the team at all. Dude, his best win season was a 5-game winning season or 6-game winning season. And the reason why we didn't make the playoffs is because the fucking Eagles tanked.
Yo, I remember that.
The Giants fans are like, okay, listen, it's fuck the Eagles and fuck the Redskins all day. But at the same time, what's the point of going to the playoffs and getting smoked by Brady? What is the point? What is the benefit?
Yeah, I remember that. I think they were having discussions about the possibility of the Giants beating Brady.
There's no, bro, this is not fucking Eli Manning. This is Daniel fucking, you see the fucking, oh my God. I can't take this shit no more, bro.
Listen, bro, when he'll be gone after this season, so you're probably gonna throw a party after that.
Bro, listen. I don't like people.
I can just imagine you're gonna have a stream. You're gonna have a stream, and it's gonna be like free at last, finally done with Daniel Jones or some shit like that.
But now that we have a seventh game, and we're in the shittiest fucking division in the fucking NFL.
Yeah.
If somehow, someway we make the wild card. But here's the thing, though. Giants fans are mad at me because, why don't you want to go to the wild card? Anything can happen. No, this is playoff football. We're not beating anybody with Daniel Jones.
No.
We're fucking not. We're not beating Brady or Rodgers. We're not beating the Cowboys. We're not beating who else will make the playoffs? The Cardinals, the Niners, the Rams.
Yo, but he'll be gone. He'll be gone. But I would die laughing. I would die. Like, what would it if they kicked him to the curb and then they drafted another like tall random white boy,
generic white guy number.
Yo, like what would you do at that point, bro?
Like we draft some like fucking 6'5" Danny John from fucking Arizona, some shit like that. It'll be like, well, whatever.
Yo, yeah.
At least Eli was a Manning. At least he was a Manning.
Right. Yeah. That's what I said, bro. Like,
I mean, bro, when there was talks about Malik Willis coming to the Giants, I was excited. I'm like, okay, he is from Liberty, but I mean, why not? Why not? Let's get him. Like, why not?
Right. Daniel Jones isn't the answer. Because since they didn't get a quarterback, or at least like got a Malik or whatever, then you have to be thinking that they're really betting on him this season.
And they're gonna fail. We're gonna fail.
So it's gonna be like, and not on top of that, Saquon's gonna rip his ACL like week 4.
Oh, I didn't even talk about Saquon. Yeah, Saquon. He's another one. He's another one that needs to go.
Like, I'm tired. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm tired because I always see it on Twitter. It's like every season, it's like the Saquon hype. Like, yeah, Saquon, he's looking good. Saquon's looking like a beast. Saquon, and then like week 3, he's out for the rest of the season.
That's just, but once again, this goes back in CEO. You hit it right on the head when you said your rookie year is a wash.
Yeah,
This asshole has been ever since 2018. What has Saquon done? 2019 got injured, wasn't the same. 2020 tore his ACL and was out. This year he was trash. Oh, it's the offensive line's fault. Well, guess what? The offensive line was trash in 2018 too. So what's your excuse then?
nothing.
Walter Payton, Barry Sanders, fucking OJ had all these horrible fucking lines, and they still Adrian Peterson had these fucking horrible lines, and this is what Saquon Barkley gets compared to, Barry Sanders and shit like that. But he fucking instead of that, he's fucking Trent Richardson.
Saquon, listen, Saquon is on the same boat as Daniel Jones. He either has to do something this year or he's out. He's gone. Like, if I had to bet money on it, they're both gone after the season.
Now, there is a wild card. No pun intended. If Daniel Jones gets injured and we have Tyrod and he plays good and we win games and go to a wild card, I would love that shit because that means Jones is definitely gone because we're not keeping Tyrod as the starter. Right. We might keep him for another year, but we're definitely drafting another quarterback.
Yeah, because Tyrod's a Band-Aid quarterback, so.
Yeah, so we'll have Tyrod. We'll get smoked by Brady, whoever in the playoffs, and we'll draft another fucking quarterback. But at the same time, Giants fans, do not get your. And by the way, just want to touch on this, and I think I touched on this multiple times. Let's get to Brian DeBoer, okay?
Dable,
Fat Roll, whatever his name is. Anyways, listen. First of all, he's a Canadian, so you shouldn't have hired him right there. I think CEO agrees on that. Enough said. But number 2, listen, I understand what he did with Josh Allen, but you can't ignore the fact that, number 1, he was the offense. We can agree that there's certain people who are great at offensive coordinators and some people are great at head coaches.
Right.
He was not great as a fucking – we don't know what he is as a head coach. Pat Shurmur was great as an offensive coordinator. We see how he worked out. Ben McAdoo was great as our offensive coordinator. We've seen how that fucking worked out.
Yeah.
He has been trash. He went 2-14 he went 5-11 with the Browns. The Chiefs went 3-13 with the Dolphins until he got Josh Allen, who we can agree is a top 5 quarterback, an elite quarterback.
Right.
That's when his offense started looking good. When he didn't have Josh Allen, you saw what happened.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to believe that he's going to turn that head coach, not as offensive coordinator, head coach. He's going to turn Daniel Jones into Josh Allen just like that.
No. Yeah, that's another narrative going around John's Twitter.
And we don't know. But listen, we tried with Ben McAdoo. We made him head coach. We made the playoffs once, got our asses whooped by Rodgers. Next year, he was gone before the even season. We fired him like mid-season. We tried with Joe Judge. He was the special teams coach. He's a tough guy. Tried with him. We tried with fuck Daniel Jones. Not fuck Joe Judge. We tried with Pat Shurmur. He had that one good year with the offense with Case Keenum with the Vikings. We've seen how that shit worked out. Fired within 2 years. Joe Judge made made everybody run laps around the fucking arena. He did that stupid thing where he took the football and he acted like he was grabbing a fumble when the dirt and the players started spraying him. We've seen how that shit worked out. He did a QB sneak on like 4th and 17.
Listen, I'll give you all credit on this. At least with Dable, I don't see as much like hype like y'all did with Joe Judge. I remember that Joe Judge hype was insane. Like
no, it's not. No. Giants fans are hyping him up, but at the same time, if Dable goes to the wild card this year, or we win 6 fucking games, that's realistic because you saw what Joe Judge did. If we win 6 fucking games, the hype will go like that with Joe Judge.
Yeah, I know, but it's just like I feel like people should take a more measured approach with Dable. Like,
Giants fans are not measured. They're not measured.
so it's either
They
hype or
vote
hate.
quarterback.
Yeah, it's either hype or hate with them. So
Yeah, it's like, bro, and listen, I get, Brian Flores is an idiot for what he tried to do, but Brian Flores had winning records with the Dolphins with fucking Tua on his team.
mm-hmm.
It's no comparison. I'm taking Brian Flores over the Bowl.
Hey, listen, yeah, Dable was only hired because of Josh Allen. That's it.
Yes, thank you. At least someone can see. He was hired because of Josh Allen.
Yeah.
We don't have Josh Allen.
Nope.
Nor do we have that fucking. We don't have Stephon Diggs. We don't have the running backs. We don't have the tight ends. Like, we don't have their offensive line.
No.
It's why? Just I don't know.
At that point, you might be better off begging Coughlin to come out of retirement.
I would love that. I would listen. People were calling me crazy about this. I'm like, Sean Payton, there's rumors that he wants to still coach, specifically for the Cowboys. If I'm John Mara, I drive up to Texas and I give Sean Payton a blank check.
Yep.
Writes to the fucking front office and say, do you, bro. Do you, bro. Do whatever the fuck you want. Put how many fucking zeros as you want. Well, no, I said just don't write anything above 9 figures and come save my fucking team. Because let's be for real. Ever since Coughlin left, the Giants have went downhill.
Right.
And you know what? Speaking about these fucking retarded pea-brain pieces of shit that I have to share the same fan base with, these are the same assholes who shitted on Coughlin for being too tough when Tiki Barber was fumbling every fucking 5 possessions. He was being tough on Eli. He was being tough. And then when he softens up, he's gotten too soft. We need to get rid of him. Well, which one do you want, motherfuckers?
Hey, listen, bro. I'll call up Sean Payton, right?
Yeah.
Or I call up Jim Harbaugh.
I think Jim Harbaugh just resigned, but no, there was a report that he didn't even want to come to the Giants. We tried to reach out to him. He didn't want to come. He said he doesn't like how the franchise is run.
Oh, because I know he's always great for the first 4 years. Like, he always like fix the franchise for issues and then he'll leave.
I mean, I would take that.
Listen, I mean, yeah, I think, you just have to make Sean Payton the highest paid coach.
I don't mind that because Sean Payton can see talent. He's an elite, like, he's an elite head coach. He can see. I mean, people shit on Drew Brees, and he said, "I want him on my fucking team." And they won a Super Bowl for it, and they were competitive. Now, granted, he's an idiot for Bountygate. I'll give him that. But still, listen. I'm the type of person I'd rather take the proven commodity than take the potential risk.
Right.
Like, people, like, I wanted Deshaun Watson. Now, granted, I'll take the 11-game suspension and then be like, okay, in 2023, with this roster, we can get some free agents here. We can actually contend instead of being with Daniel fucking Jones and then having either A to run with him again for next year or fucking cut him and see what's going on with the potential risk. Right. Or I'll take a Russell Wilson who I fucking know is going to get us to the fucking playoffs, and he's an elite quarterback. The only people we have to beat is Brady, which he can do because he did it. Now, granted, it wasn't in the playoffs, but he did it before in the regular season multiple times, and he's beating Rodgers multiple times. Right. There's a realistic chance. With Daniel fucking Jones, there's no realistic chance besides me throwing my fucking water bottle at the fucking flat screen TV.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I don't. Do you, like, can I just ask, for someone who, like, do you have these retarded fan people in your fan base?
Not really, no.
Like, how is the Ravens fan base? Like, are you guys more realistic? Are you guys logical? Like, how is your fan base?
We're more measured. We're more realistic than, like, we don't really. So, because it's the Ravens fans and then you got the Lamar fanboys. Like
I'm talking
people.
about specifically the Ravens fans.
Okay, okay. So you have the Ravens fans aren't. They won't. Okay, the only thing the Raven fan base, like the Ravens, are delusional like on is the receivers because we never have receivers, right?
Yeah.
So we never have good receivers. Like, so we always try to hype up any receiver that comes on the camp.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing I would say that's annoying because I don't think people really like people with Lamar, like the normal Ravens fans, they don't expect Lamar to like win a Super Bowl. So we don't expect like the only people we really have high expectations for are probably like Mark Andrews, and that's because I think he's proven it that
He's
that he
like the
can be
top 5 tight end in the league.
right. Like yeah, I think he most Ravens fans think he can be a number one tight end in the league. Like that's probably like the only person like with Lamar. Like everyone loves Lamar, but I don't think people are like delusional about Lamar, thinking he's going to win like multiple Super Bowls and that's stupid like that.
So your fan base is like how you said measurable.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of like I'm trying hard to think about like dumb shit our fan base does, and it really doesn't do a lot of dumb shit. But you got to keep in mind we're also a small market team, so it's not like there's a shit ton of us.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Like the Giants are huge for their big ass market, so they're gonna have obviously you're gonna have more the likelihood of having more dumb people.
Yeah, that is fucking true. I mean, listen.
Like I can assure you, there's a shit ton of retards over at the Cowboys fan base.
I mean, yeah, they are.
Like because they're such a big market that there's bound to be like shit ton of retard Cowboy fans.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the simple fact that you guys still think you're gonna win a fucking Super Bowl every fucking year is hilarious to me.
Yeah, but I mean, I wish like Dak's a decent quarter. I like Dak.
I think you can win something with Dak.
I think you could win a Super Bowl with Dak if you had the right pieces around him.
Now, I want to see how they are without Amari Cooper, and I don't know what receivers they get now. Jerry Jones did say no. It's heard that he did say no to Antonio Brown, but if I'm Jerry Jones, I go sign Antonio Brown.
Fuck, if I'm the Ravens, I go sign Antonio Brown. I don't go fuck.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
I'd be like, listen, Antonio, come to Ravens, play with Lamar. Bro, I don't even care about the super shit. I'm like, if you want to act dumb, at least as long as you play well, you can go act dumb. Just
listen,
don't
you
do
can act
anything.
dumb as you want as long as you play on Sundays.
As long as it isn't illegal, then you can be all weird and shit. We don't go fuck. Just give us touchdowns and shit.
Touchdowns, do all that shit. But you brought up another topic. What's your thoughts on the Deshaun Watson situation?
Okay, so here's the thing, right? I don't like Deshaun Watson, right? But
Really?
yeah, I don't like him. But the people that dislike him make me like him. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, have you probably know, like, you know how people hate someone so much, and then you're like, why do they hate him so much? Like, it's one of those things where I'm like, here's the thing, right? I don't like Deshaun Watson, obviously, because he's a Browns fan. I mean, he's a Browns quarterback, so I obviously don't like him because of that.
So wait, is that the only reason why you don't like him, or?
Yeah, I think I significantly hate him more now that he's on the Browns.
Okay, just take that. Say like he played for the Falcons, you wouldn't hate him.
No.
Okay, so I can understand. So you don't hate him; you just hate him because he's on the team that you have the verse. Okay, so
yeah.
Okay, so but
okay, let me take that away.
I understand what you're
saying. Let me put away my fandom. All right.
Yeah. Unbiased.
All right. So here's the thing. What pisses me off, I'm okay. I don't want him to be. Obviously, I'm a Ravens fan, so I want him to be suspended a year because I'm like I don't care what other Ravens fans say. They probably won't say it because of pride reasons, but they're afraid. They're probably afraid of They would be happy if he was suspended a year, so we don't have to play against him, right?
Yeah, you can hold him off for a year.
We can hold him off for a year. So I'm realistic. I'm real. I want him suspended for a year, so I don't have to play him.
Yeah.
So I'm being real. Like a lot of Raven fans will be like, no, we just don't like what he did to women, and I'm like, no.
All right. Let me hop in here because just like how I had you go first with like the Giants talk, so I want to be let me be unbiased here because I have no, it's fuck the Ravens and it's fuck the Browns. Definitely fuck the Ravens because they rigged 2000. But it is what it is.
Yeah, go ahead.
Listen, Deshaun Watson. The last time we saw him, besides this preseason game, which honestly I feel like this preseason game is like kind of like rust. He hasn't played in like 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not going to be like coming out like throwing dots and shit.
Right.
But he didn't look that bad. It's just the receivers dropped everything. But that's besides the point.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I don't now. He's not in any legal trouble. He went through legal trouble. He settled with the fucking females. It's over. It's fucking over. He sat out a year. He didn't play for a fucking year. He went to two grand juries. They couldn't find any evidence. So right there, he's not a guilty man. The simple fact that people are still upset. Listen, at the end of the fucking day, who cares? Who gives a fuck? Unless he did something to your sister, to your mom, to your fucking wife or girlfriend, why do you fucking care? It doesn't make any fucking sense to me. I don't give a fuck. Listen, at the end of the day, Deshaun Watson, once again, I wanted him on my Giants because I don't give a fuck what he did to those bitches. He can fucking play, and he's been found innocent. Whether you like it or not, if they honestly found some guilt on him, they would have put his ass in fucking jail.
Or so, with obviously,
just get over it. Let the guy play. He'll sit his 11 games and he'll fucking play. Get over it, all you fucking white knights.
Okay, so obviously, I'm pushing for that year suspension because I don't want to play him.
Yeah.
So, but from a legal perspective,
yeah.
Listen, here's the thing. You have two groups of people. The first group of people are like, how can the league do this? Because Deshaun Watson, he assaulted 26 women, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but here's the thing. I can't go on TV, right?
Yeah.
And say Deshaun Watson assaulted 26 women because I would be sued for defamation.
Of character, yeah.
He, as far as we know, if you have to say allegedly.
Yeah.
He did. He is presumed innocent. There's a presumption in this country. There's something called presumption of innocence. That means if you weren't convicted of a crime, right, you are presumed to be innocent.
He went to two grand juries and they couldn't find any evidence.
Right. So here's the thing. You can't. This is why the fans piss me off. They swear by the fact that he assaulted 26 women. I'm like, you can't. That's the thing. You can't say. One, you can't say he did it because it is defamation. Number two, we don't know if he did it or not. We went he settled with the woman, right?
Yes.
So they got money.
Yes.
I highly doubt. Okay, so. And I want people to use common sense because a lot of people aren't using common sense, right?
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson did not go to a professional masseuse.
Yes.
He hit up bitches on Instagram and they were going to give him a massage.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. That's code word for prostitution.
Listen, if Deshaun Watson wanted a professional massage,
wouldn't he go to the team? Professional? The team has a masseuse.
Yeah, and the team set it up for him too.
Listen, he hit up a bunch of IG models.
Yeah.
And asked them for a massage, which is code word for sex.
Yeah.
The women are not retarded. They know that what they were going to go there to do.
Yeah.
They were going to hook up, and the majority of them, I don't know, you can't be he's not, the way people frame the situation is fucking Deshaun Watson went all fucking Ted Bundy and went out and like kidnapped women and just like raped them.
Raped them and fucking killed them.
Right. So I'm just like, no, this is what he hit up IG models. They agreed to it. They went, they fucked them. And the worst case scenario, the worst thing that he could have probably done is maybe he did something sexually that they didn't like.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of, because I can guarantee you it was consensual. Because if I guarantee, I wish he really, I want to see those IG messages, and I can guarantee you they were
Isn't it
blurred.
like isn't it funny like how Antonio Brown messages got leaked, but Deshaun Watson there was none? I just find that interesting.
Right, that's what I'm saying. If you look at those IG messages, you will see a lot of flirting.
Yep.
You will see a lot of sex. You'll see a lot of photos. Right.
Yep.
So he went there. Like, the only thing you can say he did, quote unquote, illegally was solicit prostitution.
Yeah, but that's not what he's getting convicted for.
And that's not even illegal. Because I mean, it is illegal, but that's not even a big deal, because that he probably didn't pay outright for the services. He probably gave him something or something. So so I don't get why people are like, oh, he assaulted. Like, I'm tired of society presuming that if a woman accuses you of something, she's 100% correct. Like, we go to court, you can be found innocent,
and
you're still guilty.
That's why I say, like, once again, the NFL needs to say, listen, they didn't find them guilty. Why the fuck do I have to suspend them?
Yeah, and so you have you have the two groups. So first one who thinks he's guilty, and women are always believe women, those people, right?
Yeah.
And then you have the second group, which are more right-wing conservative types who are mad because for some reason they're mad that the NFL didn't give him a lot of games because he's black and they're giving him special treatment.
Listen.
Which is retarded, because
yeah,
I think Big Ben
I'm gonna just say they're probably never gonna see this, but black and white sports. Listen, you shit on the NFL all the fucking time, but yet you're taking their side over Deshaun Watson. What sense is that even? You lose credibility. You shit on them about everything else, but then you're not. You take their side over Deshaun Watson.
Let's be honest, bro. Like, their only argument is because they think he's getting special treatment because he's black.
Listen, I'm gonna ask black. I wish I can have, and I actually kind of do like black and white sports. Some of the stuff that they put out, but if he was guilty, why the fuck did two grand juries say he's innocent and we couldn't find proof?
Right.
Just answer me that fucking question. Like, why does the NFL have to step in? Why does he have to be banned for a year or for a lifetime? What was the same energy with Big Ben?
Can we be like the whole black and white sports thing? Like, if I want to be honest, it's because they want to punish him for something. They want to punish him not because of the crime. They probably just want to punish him because they're like, oh, he's getting special treatment because he's black. And I know this because that's what they literally said that.
Yeah, it's you
People
guys
are like, oh, the NFL is treating Deshaun Watson with kid gloves because they're afraid of the media backlash because he's black. That's literally the argument.
I'm pretty sure the media takes women's side.
Women's side. That was my point. I'm like, the women probably will take the women's side over him. So that argument. So you have two sides. Like, you have one side that just believes all women and wants him punished, and then the other side just wants him punished because they think he's getting special treatment because he's black.
Listen, at the end of the fucking day, Deshaun, he's innocent. He's not in prison. He paid off the woman. And people are going to say, well, why did he settle if he's innocent? He settled because he doesn't want to keep going with this. He wants to move on.
Here's the thing, right? And I hate people, a lot of rich people, a lot of companies settle so they don't have to deal with the issue.
Yes.
That doesn't automatically mean they're guilty.
They
by the
want
way.
the drama to stop. They know because Deshaun Watson. Let's just be for real. If Deshaun Watson if he's innocent, why would he keep going through the headache, miss another year of his prime, miss another year of football, making more money to go through another year of something that he just says, listen, sign this contract. I'll give you $2 million. Sign this contract to shut the fuck up. It's all done.
Right. And I just want to point something out, right? So Deshaun Watson didn't want to do the settlements to start with, right?
Yes.
Because he said, I'm innocent. And he did that for like a good year and some change, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So he settled after he was like, you know what? I got the bag. The Browns needed me to play. Let me just get this I need to move on from that's why. But it's not because he admitted he was guilty.
Yeah.
He refused to settle from the beginning because he said he was innocent.
He probably just got sick and tired of just the allegation. He wants to play football.
Not only that, the Browns gave him a guaranteed fully contract. They probably called him up and told him, hey, settle this.
Yeah, like he probably like honestly, even if he was still with the Texans, he would have settled. Like he wants to get rid of you can't keep he wants to make more money. You can't do that if you're not playing football.
Listen, my thing is Deshaun Watson, this is what I think happened. I don't think Deshaun Watson paid the women. The women agreed to the payment. We're done with it. That's the end of the story. If the women who allegedly were assaulted thought it was such a heinous crime, they wouldn't accept money. They would keep on pushing for it, but they accepted the money.
And can I just ask something? Let's just be logical here.
Okay.
I'm a God-fearing man. I worship God, right? Okay. But I always try to use my logic with stuff. Okay. That's what God intends, for men to use logic. Mm-hmm. Do you honestly think a multi-million-dollar quarterback would try to rape a woman when he can have any bitch in the world?
Just
CEO. But listen, and I know you listen. I know you're not really into the God stuff like I am, but just logically, he's Deshaun Watson. Why would he do that when he? Let's be for real. He walks into the room, all eyes are on him.
Yeah, this is where a lot of the, and this is not to say that there are some celebrities who have like rape fetishes and shit.
Yeah.
So, but here's the thing. Deshaun Watson, I think he hit up IG models. They agreed. They had sex, and he probably had some kind of weird fetish, and they got freaked out.
He hit up IG models. It's not like he was at some bar and some drunk bitch. It's
no. And you know, he's a celebrity, so like the whole Bill Cosby thing, like the Bill Cosby thing, like he had a rape fetish, right?
No, I don't think I think Bill Cosby's innocent, but that's
Well, I'm not 100. Like, I'm not sure about the whole.
Well, listen, bro. You wait until the guy's like 80 years old to come out like for some shit he did 30 years ago.
No, not that. I think it was. I was talking about the more recent cases. I think.
No, all these bitches. This isn't recent shit. He's 80 years old. He ain't fucking nothing. This is shit like that happened like 30 years ago, 10 years ago, and shit. Like, listen.
Oh yeah, by the way, there should be a statute of limitations on that.
Agree.
So you shouldn't.
I'm shitting on these females for waiting a year with Deshaun Watson to come out and say something.
No, that's why they lose credibility.
Like,
because if a crime happened, right?
Yeah.
If someone robbed my car, I'm not going to wait a year to report that someone robbed my car. That's retarded.
Call the police right then and there.
Right. Exactly that goes with any crime. So if someone raped you or someone assaulted you or whatever, you're not going to wait years to call the police.
And once again, it's been confirmed you texted Deshaun Watson or he texted you and you linked up with him. Wouldn't the female say, listen, like he's hitting up Instagram models for the love of Christ?
Right.
Wouldn't you, like, if they didn't want to do anything sexual, wouldn't they say, I don't want to have sex with you, and show the text messages in court, and he did something to them, but they don't show anything. Like, wouldn't that be the logical thing?
Yeah, he had consensual sex. Maybe he had a weird fetish, freaked out of one girl, and then the rest came out because they wanted money. That's my theory on the situation. Because you're not coming out. What? Like, I don't understand the logic. Like, they're only coming out because now is the good time to get them.
Yeah, it's like they want the money now. Like, they want the fucking money for the and this is why. Listen, this is why Derek Jeter is a fucking legend off the field. He made these bitches sign an NDA.
Right, and by the way, I mean, Deshaun Watson did kind of. I mean, he does share some responsibility because he kind of was retarded in the way he handled it. So
listen, I have no problem with dudes fucking.
No, but you have to be smart about it.
Derek Jeter gave you the best. Make these bitches sign a contract. You have them. Listen, if a bitch really want to fuck you and be near you, she'll sign that contract. Because females love money and attention, and that's what star athletes give you. They give you money and they give you a lot of attention from other people. So they're like, listen, sign this NDA where it says you agreed to fuck me and agreed to be with me or to agree to entertain me. They're gonna fucking sign it. And you can get and you can even throw in, you'll get like a $5,000 reward or whatever. They'll fucking sign it.
And I'm starting to realize why I think a lot of celebrities date other celebrities, probably because of this reason.
Listen, man, I don't know. Like,
because if you fuck a famous bitch, she probably has little incentive to fucking like lie about, because she doesn't need the money as badly as these Instagram models.
Like, I mean, like, let's be for like, I don't fucking know. Like, ASAP Rocky cheated on Rihanna allegedly. No, I mean, people made a big deal about it because Rihanna's like on this fucking pedestal for some fucking reason. But I mean, I don't think she'll ever come out and say ASAP Rocky did something like naughty to me.
No, that's why you have industry bitches. You know, those bitches that move on around from guy to guy.
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming they do a good. At least they're hoes, but at least they do a good job of keeping quiet about everything. So these IG models, a lot of them are looking for come ups.
Yeah, but at the same time, listen, he got his suspension. When he comes back, if he not this year, but I'm talking about next year. Matter of fact, let's just say this year he comes back with the Browns and he wins out the next games, or he has a winning record. He comes back week 11.
Mm-hmm.
No, he comes at week 12 because he spent for 11 games. So he comes at week 12. And so what is that? 5 games left?
Yeah.
5 games. He goes 5-0, or he goes 3-2, or he goes 4-1. All this shit goes. Browns fans are gonna forgive that, and they're like, okay, I can't wait for next year.
Right, which I hope he loses every single game, but
yeah. But listen, CEO has he's a Ravens fan, but take it from someone who doesn't have a horse in this fucking race. It's gonna go away. It's gonna go away. People are gonna forget about it. At the end of the day, all you white knights. And what kills me is that the white knights who shit on the NFL all the time are taking their side right now. And they even say the NFL is incompetent, but you want them to be incompetent. They're going to be quote unquote incompetent with this Deshaun Watson shit. They suspended him 11 games, not 5, not 6, not 10, 11 games. And ironically, his first game back is against Houston, in Houston.
Right.
Like, clearly the NFL has a problem. Come on.
Right. And I think it's fair. I think it's fine. 11 games is fine. Just let him serve out his sentence and let it go.
Honestly, I was okay with the 6 games, to be honest with you. Like, 6 games, sit down Watson, and then now I'm not asking CEO because he's biased. He's a Ravens fan, but if I'm the NFL, I'm like, okay, take your 6-game suspension. The Browns can go 3-4, somewhere around there. They could be competent. And then he comes back and makes the Browns relevant again. That's more fucking money in my pocket because more Browns fans are going to come. More people are going to watch the Browns. It's like, oh my God. And they're going to see Deshaun Watson's comeback story. But overall, I mean, listen, it's over. It's done with. Please, people, get over it. Put your white knights away. You know, you the same people who trust people who said they wouldn't trust Roger Goodell and the NFL stupid trust him against this Deshaun Watson. Honestly, thought he was going to get suspended for a year.
Bro, same people that say screw Me Too movement are the same people believe in every accusation because it's Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, listen, people get over it.
Right.
Like go worry about like you guys don't have lives, you don't have like jobs, girlfriends or some shit like that. Like
shit.
It's ridiculous. But we're at the 2 hours and 34 minutes. So anything like that, CEO?
No, I think we discussed everything.
You know, so I mean, hey, you know, still once again, so you know, fuck the Ravens, you know, most overrated team in the NFL.
Nah, fuck out of here.
And we're probably gonna smoke you guys this year too.
Yeah, good luck with it.
We got Tyrod, bro. What are you talking about?
Yeah, former Raven, by the way.
Tyrod, he played for the Ravens?
Yeah, he played. We drafted him.
Oh, I forgot that asshole was in the league for so many. Well, I mean, with a shitty ass organization with the Ravens, of course he's not going to work. That's why Lamar's not going to work out.
Man, fuck out of here.
You ruined Delford, you ruined Flacco, you ruined Tyrod, and then Lamar's going to do the same fucking thing.
Man, we didn't even ruin them. They were just ass to begin with.
Because they went to you guys are like the Jacksonville Jaguars. How can you succeed with the Ravens?
Because we actually win, unlike the Jaguars.
Man, you guys won 2 Super Bowls and one of them was rigged. But both of them were rigged, if you want to be honest with you.
Not in our favor.
Yes, bro. You guys were smoking. Oh yeah, that is true.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, hold on. With us, it was rigged. It's a fact.
Nah, fuck out of here.
Listen, see, let me just put it to you like this before we end the stream. The New York Football Giants were able to beat our 4-1. We beat Brady twice to go. We beat John Elway, who's in the top 10. We beat Jim Kelly, who was in at least the top 15. Me personally, he's in the top 10, but top 15.
Yeah.
But we lose to Trent Dilfer.
Yeah, that's right.
Illuminati confirmed.
Yeah, shout out to Trent Dilfer, by the way.
Illuminati confirmed. No, fuck Trent Dilfer, you fat fuck. you know, like Illuminati confirmed.
Yeah, yeah. He's the Giant Slayer.
Listen, that shit was so rigged, bro.
Nah, bro.
We had Strahan, we had Tiki.
We have the best defense of all time.
Bro, that defense is overrated as fuck, bro.
No way.
Honestly, bro, you want me to be honest with you? I'll probably take the Legion of Boom over them.
Oh, fuck out of here, bro. No way.
Bro, you want me to be honest? I'll probably take the Saints defense in 2015, bro.
Man, all right, yeah, we about to wrap up.
You know. So
about to wrap up.
No, oh shit! What the fuck? What happened?
Yeah, John Station took too many drugs today, so we're gonna wrap up.
Nah, CEO, he ate too much octopus ass or whatever the fuck he eats on the octopus now. And, you know, he's losing about his Ravens, you know what I'm saying? The Giants probably win the Super Bowl. We got Tyrod Taylor, you know what I mean?
You got the great Daniel Jones.
Who?
Your starting quarterback, Daniel Jones.
Man, listen, he's going to get injured within week 2, and we'll have Tyrod, and Tyrod will lead us to the wild card. You know, anything can happen.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, but good stream. I'm about to end this shit, but see you next week. We'll probably see you on Tuesday.
Yeah, I'll see you on Tuesday.
Everybody, peace out, y'all.
Peace out. Bye.